Yo!
Yes, sir.
We back, baby. About to do some
Yes.
D&D's nuts, dude.
Uh,
So this is episode 2, the end of the Incursion. Michael's mini D&D campaign. We're live streaming this one. The last one we ran into tech issues with, so we couldn't live stream that one. So I just kind of uploaded a VOD and made one cut. But that format was supposed to be a live stream. That's why there's a break in it. So I just left it there. And now this one may or may not be broken up into a couple live streams. I don't know how YouTube is gonna take it since the channel's still new. So either there's gonna be a break where I'm gonna have to restart it, or we can go all the way through. When we're done, I have this recording also, so this is going to be recorded. I'm gonna take down the live streams when the recording is uploaded, and then I'm just gonna make the VOD public. So, however that needs to be done, but you don't have to worry about that. You can just watch it all the way through. So, Michael, Mr. DM, I'll let you get to work, bud.
let us get going.
Alrighty, so episode 2. Also a notable thing. G is not going to be with us for this
He's not with us anymore.
session.
He's
Yeah, he left.
Yeah, that
No.
motherfucker died. He did a
No.
hill.
Basically he's on vacation and yeah, reasonably so, he will not be joining us
Yeah,
in
he
playing
will
D&D.
make the next one. We currently have the timing of the third episode to be next week, next Monday. That may change, which is why I don't have it on the schedule on our YouTube page. But once we finalize the date, you'll see the upcoming live stream within the playlist. But we're hoping to have the four of us all here by the next one. And then it's gonna get a bit wonky because AJ is gonna be down here with me, but we'll figure it out.
Well, I'm just down there for the weekend, so.
Yeah. Well, weekends is
Again,
usually where we kind of record the most, so.
Right. Who
figure it
knows?
out.
Maybe you
Well,
guys
we'll
will get a
figure it
podcast
I
that
don't know.
weekend.
We have like 4 videos in the backlogs still needing edited, so maybe we kind of work on those before your trip. I have
Mhm.
3
Yeah,
of
for
them
sure.
and you have one of them, so maybe we get
Yeah.
those done. That way we can post those while we're out of town and can't record. But we'll worry about that later. That's an off-screen issue.
Alright, we want to get going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, let's
Let's do this.
jump right in. So, last we left off, we met the 3 adventurers here. Hoot, who is a owl person, arcane archer fighter. A wizard by the name of Skylar Dumplin,
Lit.
who is a halfling, and a human man. Are you human or are you half elf? I forget.
Half elf.
You're half elf. A half elven man by the name of Gideon Alistair, who is playing a paladin.
That's such a W last name too. Alistair, bro. That's such a good name.
These guys
Translates to
all
man's
met up.
defender.
These guys all met up, getting a invitation to the royal banquet on New Year's Day by Queen Dalen, the ruler of Tlapoli, the city that they started in. They had this royal banquet. They met afterward and signed a contract to go searching for some treasure in some ruins. And currently, oh yes, and they also have been stocked up with some magical items and stuff to carry stuff back. They're also given a carriage and a friend to go along with, who is the explorer of these ruins,
Hey,
Mr. Felix Galasti, a
Felix.
half-elven man. And yeah, currently we are on the road. Which would be last night, before setting up camp, you guys encountered a couple of crocodiles.
A
and
couple? That's
Yeah, I
your
was gonna say
phrasing for that, bro?
a little more than a couple.
a little more than a couple, and some, yeah, more than a couple of crocodiles. Some were a little bit larger than the others, but otherwise, they made it through despite being,
Yep.
yeah, outmatched in terms of numbers. However, yeah, you guys, all made it through, and we are going to just cut to the morning as you all wake up, ready for the next day. This is day 2 of the journey,
Mm-hmm.
and you all see your horses are tied up and the carriage is ready to go. Felix is getting prepared to leave as he looks around for you two who are just getting up. You can see that Hoot is also getting into the carriage.
All right, let's go ahead and join him.
Yeah.
Alrighty,
Let's do it.
awesome. As you guys pack your stuff up, hop into the carriage, and we will travel along. So, Felix is in the front seat. And there's enough room in the back for the 3 of you. Does anyone want to sit up front with Felix?
I will sit up front.
Alrighty, Gideon, you sit up front, and the rest of you will sit in the back with all of your gear and equipment, and set off into the jungles of Ioplos. So, firstly, let's get a little. Let's do a little thing.
Need a bit of.
As you all set off, what were you gonna say?
No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I jumped the gun a little bit on it.
So, Ryan, can you
Mhm.
roll me a D100, and
I can do
AJ, can
that.
you roll me
Yes.
a D6?
I'm not gonna show the screen for this roll because it's a 100 and they don't have that built in. So
Oh, yeah.
I'll just say what my roll is.
Oh no, you guys are gonna miss out on 2 dice being rolled.
I rolled an 85 on that.
85. Alrighty.
D6 is gonna be a 4.
D6 is going to be a 4. Alrighty.
It's
So,
pretty solid, actually.
into the journey, as you all continue along, the day's mostly uneventful, as you haven't really seen any, I guess, hostile creatures or really anything of the sort. More so just the beauty of nature in these jungles, and maybe a few hours, we'll say about afternoon, you see some clouds are starting to set in, and it begins to drizzle slightly,
Oh, drizzy.
um, before starting to go onto a full downpour.
Okay.
You guys are covered. The people in the back, you
Yep.
guys are covered, so you guys are completely fine. Um, People up in the front, you don't have any sort of shelter to this rain. It isn't really impeding your travel. However, it is quite bothersome.
It's just
It's
slowing it
rainy.
down a little bit.
Your stuff's getting soggy and wet. The road is getting muddy. But otherwise, you all continue forward just at a little bit of a slower pace. Um, Yeah, and for the most part throughout the day, the rain continues. And it nears, well, I mean, it is relatively dark as the clouds ahead kind of blot out the sun, so you can't really see a whole lot.
Mm-hmm.
However, you assume that it has been long enough in the day to be night. The rain is still continuing to pour, and yeah. Do you guys want to continue traveling in the rain, or do you guys want to set up camp for the night and hopefully outweight this
Well, I mean, it's
rain.
already nighttime, so we basically did a full, like, essentially 12 hours worth of travel. I
Yes.
don't know if we want to continue doing that, especially with
Let the
horses.
horses rest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
we should probably sleep for the night.
Alrighty. So yeah, you guys set up your camp. Um, you guys don't really have a shelter per se, nor do you really have tents. Where do you guys want to sleep?
I could create Lemon's tiny hut if we want.
Lemon's tiny hut.
Lemon, dude.
Lemon,
I'm calling him Lemon, bro.
Leomund,
Yes, sir.
Leomund,
Lemon.
Leomund's tiny hut.
I can make
Alrighty,
one of those if you want, AJ.
you
We
can
can
make
do
one.
that.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Alright, I'll cast that level 3. That's
Alrighty, cool. So as you pull out your staff and you tap it and make some arcane gestures, and everyone gathers around you as the dome pops out of your staff and goes into the ground, completely covering you and sheltering you from the rain.
yeah, sure.
Horses are all tied up, and y'all are good to sleep. Does anyone want to take watch?
Well, it won't be very helpful if the blind guy takes watch, so.
That is also good to note.
Hang on, I'm reading something.
Alright, well, in the meantime, I'm gonna look over at Felix and just start chatting him up. So, how did you come across these? Must have been quite the journey.
Well, the queen hired me for a couple of excursions. More so just exploring the jungles. One day I came across some ruins that led on to more ruins, and what do you know? I come across some lost city. The kind of far corner of the jungle, but I mean, I haven't really found anything else like it, especially of the size. I think there's something different about it.
And
Um,
the queen believes there to be some sort of
I
treasury
believe,
in this lost city.
I believe that there's some sort of treasure in in these ruins.
Um,
It seems to be inhabited by the snake people, the Yuan Ti. Um, however, it is, like I said, unlike anything I've ever seen. So I'm hoping that we will find something.
well, we can't be for certain, but is there any sort of clues that you might have that might have led you to that conclusion?
Um, Scouting about. Um, Really the only place I haven't been into the city. I've more so scouted around the outskirts, beyond the walls. I don't want to go on alone, and potentially get killed. But
Fair enough.
yes, there have I've been keeping watch around the city. There've been, I guess, some imports, I guess you could say. Yuan Ti bringing back bodies and other things like carriages filled with artifacts, like, I guess, some strange stuff. Could be valuable.
Right. Well, of course, with your kingdom being more sort of a port city, trade and merchantry, um, being your city's expertise, I do not doubt that these treasures would be valuable. What with the lack of
Hopefully,
what with the
maybe we can
lack of
find something.
treasure in your treasury?
Yes. Well, there's not really. I mean, that's kind of why we're on this journey. Is hopefully we will find something that can fix this issue for quite some time.
And if we don't,
And if we don't,
Then we dead.
thank you, Skylar.
well, yeah. Long story short, if we don't find anything, I think we won't be coming back to an inhabited city.
So a lot on our shoulders. Good to know. On that note, I'm going to bed. Good night. And I'm gonna
Good night to you as well.
kind of turn myself over and just beep 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 beep. Beep.
Mhm.
So basically, like I'm gonna make the dome like dark, but
Mhm.
but it's dark from the outside, but we can still see because it's like a one-way
You can
glass
see,
type
yes,
thing.
you can see through,
Yeah.
yes, on the inside of the dome, you can
Mhm.
see outside of the dome. And yeah, you have your own little like environment inside that you
Yeah.
can create.
And
So you can
we're
make
the
it
only ones who can
warm,
go in and
cold.
out.
Yes.
So really the only point of having a watch is to make sure the horses are okay. But other than that,
It
there's
also
nothing
doesn't hurt to
else.
take a night watch as well. Maybe watching over the others if there's anything um, exploring the night. If you want to make sure the horses are okay, it doesn't hurt.
Mhm.
And one watch per person will not hurt your long rest.
Yeah. I mean, I'll take first. I mean, you're already asleep technically, so
Yeah, I'm out.
You are out. Yeah, if you want to stay up a little bit later and let everyone fall asleep, and you can
can we technically have Felix be watch?
look around. Um, if you want, you can wake him up at the end of your watch and let him know. If you want,
I mean, I
he
kind of
can
have
watch with
to. I mean,
you.
this man's blind, so I think
You can
I
also have Hoot watch.
true, true, true. Yeah, we'll do that then. We'll have Hoot watch second, and then
Okay,
I'll watch first.
cool. Can can you make a perception check for me?
I can do that.
Let's see if you see.
But yeah, let's see if you see or hear or smell
Or
or
taste.
taste or feel.
Can I taste the things from the outside?
Wait, so if you roll a nat 1, can you not do any of those?
No, because I can't roll nat ones. I rolled a 9.
You rolled a 9.
Yeah. I
Okay.
can re-roll nat ones, so I can't
Mm-hmm.
roll nat
Oh,
1.
yeah.
Oh yeah. Give me a second. What the fuck? That was weird. Okay.
Man, my perception's a +5 and I still rolled a freaking 9.
Oof.
Yeah. That's fine. Throughout the night, nothing seems to happen.
Lit.
The horses are sleeping, um, uneventful for the most part.
Yeah.
Quiet, sounds of nature, frogs, especially in these jungles. Um, and you can hear some. It is still raining, so
Yeah.
you can kind of hear um, some rain hitting the dome and the ground. But otherwise, you don't seem to um, see anything
Mm-hmm.
unusual. Do you want to wake up Hoot?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have him watch
Alrighty.
second. I ain't staying up all
Cool.
night.
Yep.
How long is this? How long's the rest again? I forget how long it lasts.
A long rest is 8 hours.
Okay, so the hut will end as we're waking up.
Cool. So yeah, wake him up, and you fall asleep, and I will have him make a perception check. I'm like fucking scrolling all over the place right
I
now.
would just use whatever stats he gave you.
Yeah, I have. Oh damn. Yeah. Um, you guys would not know this as you are all asleep.
Yeah.
However, he is very, very vigilant. He
He's an
is
owl.
keeping watch very, very well.
His eyes are like about to pop out of his head. He's like, I'm watching you.
I'm watching you. Otherwise, uneventful. And does anyone think who will wake Felix up? And Felix
fair.
will take watch. And he will make same roll. Cool. 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 Throughout the night,
Oh.
nothing seems to happen. You all get a good night's rest on the jungle floor.
Is this still raining?
In the sheltered dome. I don't know. We'll find out
Oh,
when
good
we wake
lord.
up. As you all wake up from your long rest. Ryan, can
Yeah.
you roll me a 100?
I can do that. This one's a 47.
47. Cool. Throughout the night, clearly raining. However, later in the night and now in the morning, it is a bit overcast. Some clouds are
Mm-hmm.
still covering and blotting out the sun. However, it is not raining right now.
Cool.
So yeah, get back on the journey.
Is there
Unpack or pack up.
is there
Sorry.
like a rule I don't know if this is like a DM thing or like a Dungeons and Dragons thing, but if say it's raining or something and I cast fireball, does the rain mess with the fireball? Okay, so that's a you thing. Okay, got it.
That is a me thing. Actually, I am curious.
Because I didn't know if that was like a rule book thing or not.
Yeah,
Oh,
that smug ass shrug makes me want to believe that the answer is yes.
no, dead ass. I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
the
I'm
answer
not
was
sure.
no. But he gives that face, and I just have to be cautious regardless.
I know when you're underwater, fire is suppressed,
Yeah,
which makes sense. I mean, for the most part,
the fireball probably
magical
not,
fire,
but firebolt probably would.
magical fire. This is how I'm going to rule it. Magical fire isn't really affected. It only is affected when it is not magical. So like
But like
torches,
magical water, it would
campfires.
work. But
I guess so. Yeah.
yeah,
Magical water. I
it's
mean,
like
if
it's
it
its
if a spell
own
says it
thing.
extinguishes flames, it extinguishes flames.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Cool. Journey time. Y'all pack up. Everyone, same spots on the carriage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works for me. Yeah, because it doesn't say it in like the spell description. That's why I'm asking.
Cool. So yeah, everyone hops on the carriage and continues. This is day 3 of the journey. You guys, throughout the day, let me take a quick look at the map.
Little picky
Blah, blah,
pooty.
blah, 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 blah.
Excuse me.
Holy Jesus. Wait, what the hell? How far did I scroll back? I just like completely overlooked the map. Anyways, there. Okay, cool. So yeah, day 3. About halfway there. So,
Nice, dude.
at least you can assume that you're about halfway there.
Yeah.
Felix did say that it was about 6-ish day journey.
Mm-hmm.
So, we're
We have
getting there.
the queen said we have 14 days to get the job done.
So yeah, day 3 into the contract. So
So it's about
yeah,
6 day
um,
trip, which means 6 days back. So we would have 2 days, wow, to
Yep.
be there to get it done. Because then we'd have to be back by the 14th.
mhm. So on the journey, AJ, roll me a d6.
Got you. Got you. That is going to be a
What?
fat 2.
Fat 2. Awesome. So, again, seemingly uneventful day. The overcast sky remains pretty much throughout the day. A little fog does seem to set in at around dusk-ish. And along the path and a bit up ahead, you are coming upon a mountain. A singular mountain
Mm-hmm. Is that
sticking up from the
Mount
ground,
Everest?
away from any other mountains around. The terrain is starting to get a little bit hillier,
Mm-hmm.
as you veer away from the river that you've been traveling kind of along. Um, but yeah, up ahead, you see this ominous mountain and a little bit of red glow, reddish orange glow coming from its peak.
Like a torch type of glow? Like, how big is the glow?
It's noticeable. It's
Uh-huh.
not like incredibly obvious
It's not like
as
the whole
you
tip of the mountain's on fire,
no.
but it's not like a match or like a torch level type of light.
Yeah, it's a noticeable uh orangish
It's on the peak,
reddish glow
like the tip of the thing, or is it like the?
at its peak.
What are you doing?
Bringing you dinner.
Oh, what is that?
It's lasagna.
Surprise!
Hi,
And
Mom.
mozzarella
It's
sticks.
mom. Say hi, my mom.
Hi, Mom.
We're playing D&D and we're streaming it.
Yeah, I didn't mean to
We got
interrupt,
we got
but
lasagna.
those are mozzarella sticks. I don't know if you like this lasagna. It's a little piece of lasagna and then garlic bread.
Bet.
Okay.
Thank you, mom.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah.
So now I'm not in the void anymore. Alexa, turn off Ryan's light. The void must come back.
The void returns. Ominous shadows coalesce and devour the light. Cool.
Speaking of
So
light, so
yeah,
this light at the top of the mountain, I
Yeah.
assume the party is describing it to me so I can get some sort of visualization.
if you want.
Yeah, so is it like the very tip, or is there like a part of like a flat platform type thing near the top of it?
Seems like from where you are, you would be facing the mountain. Let me look at the map. From where you are, you would be facing the mountain from the southwest. What you can see is it's pretty much like a steady thing, big ol' hill mountain guy, and it does kind of peak. It gets a bit shallow, but
Okay.
it does still peak.
So it could be a
And from
campfire.
around this peak, it is kind of a glow. It's kind of a larger glow though. It's not from your distance, you can assume that it is not a torch or small fire.
Okay. Could be a larger campfire. Could be a signal fire, because I know that you put like a bunch of sticks and shit, like a dome type thing. You light that off.
Yeah, is
Yeah.
it just like a glow? Is there like any smoke that's emitting from this or
The glow is a bit hidden in the clouds
Mm-hmm.
as well. It is a foggy kind of night, so you guys can see like the outline of this mountain, and there's a glow at the top. It's a fairly tall mountain.
Do we just want to ignore it? We could just ignore it and keep going.
Good.
Well,
I
it
mean,
is.
considering we are
Um.
also technically on a time crunch. I mean,
What were you gonna say, Michael?
Oh. It is nearing night as you approach closer to this mountain.
We should probably keep going. We don't have a whole lot of time. We might need to start using up our travel time during the night as well.
I agree with that. If we can get 3 days as like a safety net, that would be nice.
I was gonna say, yeah, because nothing happened yesterday, so we
Yeah.
probably could just skip a long rest.
And
Okay.
on a statistical player side, we have all of our things. So it's not like we're lacking health spell slots. I mean, well, the only thing I used was, well, technically no, I got that spell slot back from the previous night, so the hut didn't even matter.
Okay.
Mhm.
And another question: do you guys want? How long do you guys want to travel? How in terms of time?
Probably all night.
All night?
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, let's get as far as we can, and if we
Or
have
maybe we.
to, because we
Mm,
could short rest along the way if we
I was
need
gonna say,
to.
yeah. I was gonna say, yeah. Our watches could be someone driving the carriage.
Would Felix let us drive it? Because I know he's driving it. So would he let us drive it?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
I mean, as long as you and he does have like a small map of like a kind of path you need to continue along. So yes, he would
and
allow. You guys may
we
or may
could
not get
sleep
lost, but
in the carriage.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
So let's see. Yeah, let's do that then. Let's just keep going, and then we'll like have part of the party awake, part of it asleep
okay.
as we're going through.
So who is going to be awake for
I
this
think the
first
first route.
section?
I think what we can do is we'll have um we'll have Felix drive. We'll have who overhead flying, because it's nighttime, and then
Okay.
we'll have Skylar and Gideon sleep. How's that for the
Mhm.
first probably few hours, and then we'll swap.
Yeah, we'll take shifts of 2.
I will also tell you that this fog may hinder Hoot's vision as he
Mm.
is flying
Okay.
through a cloud for the most part.
How high is the fog? Like between the ground and the lowest part of the fog level. Like what would you put there?
Pretty much, I would say around 100 feet.
Okay. I think
We
that'll
just
be
wanna.
fine. I think he
So
could
if he
hover.
can,
He could kind of hover below, like below that line.
okay,
He's not gonna see a drastic, like distance worth of what's happening, but he could
yeah,
see enough to consider an ambush.
yes, the fog would be a little bit less dense at its top.
Right.
So yeah, he
Yeah.
will fly around that height, and Felix will drive,
Mm-hmm.
and you will be sleeping in the back.
Yeah, sure.
Yep. And then,
Alrighty,
yeah, like halfway through, have them wake us up, and then we'll take second shift.
awesome. Okay. While you are you guys going to long rest or short rest?
Long rest.
Long rest. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna check something real quick before we continue. Blululu. Um, but in the meantime, I'll just have it have someone do it for me. Can someone roll me a d6?
Got you. Another 2.
You're out here
Another
pulling
two.
twos.
2.
Another two. Alrighty. Cool. you continue. The carriage continues for another 8-ish hours. Felix and Hoot are getting fairly tired. It is still kind of night-ish. And the fog is beginning to clear slightly.
Okay, that's good.
It's less dense fog.
Mhm.
However, it is still fog. You guys would be sleeping. However, for the purposes of the narrative, the carriage is traveling around this mountain. It's a main path. So it's pretty much traveling around this mountain, and there is a fork in the road, and Felix turns right down this fork and continues around this mountain. The fork in the road, turning right, does lead you guys closer to this mountain, however.
But
But
it is the correct path that we need to go, right?
Felix knows where he is going.
Mhm.
He's traveled this path a few times. And he has it somewhat mapped out.
Mhm.
So, yeah. The carriage is rounding the mountain, and as you guys are going to get a small look. Hang on. Oh, you wouldn't be that far yet. Yeah, you guys would be about at the fork in the road, and after this fork, Felix stops the carriage, calls Hoot down from the sky as he lands on the ground, and Felix and Hoot come to the back and pat you guys on your shoulders,
Mhm.
shake you a little bit awake. I'm exhausted. You guys mind taking over?
Of course.
Sure, I'll drive.
Do you have the map?
Yes, it's up front.
Oh, okay.
And up front is like a small bag. It's a little rolled up map. You pull it out. It's a map that I sent in the Discord. The region of
I
Ioplos
can't
map.
read this.
You cannot read this. Skylar might be able
Why?
to.
Give me a second to pull it up. Where is it again?
It's in D&D text.
Okay, it's in that server.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-da-ba.
Wonder if I can
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-do.
copy it and paste it
It's the
in
Region of
here.
Iopos one.
Yes. I paste it there? No. Okay, I can't. Unfortunate. But yeah, for the most part, you guys are about where the fork in the road is. I can't see exactly what's going on Ryan's end because I'm not currently watching the stream
I just had the
because
map pulled
I'm
up.
DMing. But yeah, they're about the fork in the road near Mount Malice, which is the singular mountain that you guys have been seeing with the orangish reddish glow at the top.
So it's in this
And
area, chat.
so basically, you all wake up, and Felix and Hoot take their spots in the back of the carriage and are going to long rest.
Yeah! Driving the
As
carriage,
they
yeah!
Yeah.
Driving that carriage on the
technically,
road!
Crushing it into some dudes. Yeah. Would you like for us to roll encounter or anything while we were traveling through the night?
I figure that out. Jesus Christ, why can't I find this? Would it be in here? Okay, fuck it. I don't care.
We ball.
Fight we ball. I'm not gonna bother with that. That's gonna take too long to find exactly what I want. So we're gonna not do that. And I will roll the thingy. Okay. Who is? I would like to assume Skylar is driving the carriage.
Mm-hmm.
I would hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gideon driving the carriage straight through the jungle. We're good. We're good.
Just buff
But
out
yeah,
the
you
trees
guys
and shit.
are.
Don't worry, Felix. We'll buff out those scratches.
So it is about early morning ish. AJ, can you roll me a D100?
Yes, sir. That is going to be a 57.
57. Alrighty. Cool.
And before you continue,
Continues.
you don't have anything pulled up on Roll20 yet, do you?
I do not.
It's
Okay,
just
just
black
making sure.
screen. I've been pulling it up though for the rolls.
Mm-hmm. All right, go ahead.
So, it is still overcast, and it is pretty much early morning, about 6 in the morning, for time's sake. Y'all don't have watches. You don't know the exact time. It's
Yeah.
early morning. um. So yeah. Sun hasn't risen yet. The sky is still overcast and an early morning fog settles in. Um, which you guys would be about looking on the map. I really just need to have this like as a side screen, but I don't. Looking at the map, you guys are about facing it from the northwest, and you can see from this angle the mountain looks slightly different. Um, Previously, you guys were looking at it from the southwest, which ends up in a kind of shallow but noticeable peak.
Right.
From this angle, which is northwest, you guys are looking at it from 90 degrees.
Mm-hmm.
You guys can see this orange and reddish glow is a lot more noticeable.
Yeah.
It is not really definitely not a campfire. It doesn't seem to be torches or anything, and it's definitely bigger than a large bonfire.
Okay.
This seems to be a I guess a volcano to say the least.
So if we're looking at this from the northwest, it kind of, at least from the map, it looks like it breaks into two.
That's just the symbol for the
Okay.
that's just symbolizing there is a mountain on the
Okay.
map there.
Just want to make sure. Just want to make sure.
Yep. So yeah, you guys can see that this orange glow is a lot more significant, and in fact, I guess you could say it's kind of dimming and then growing and glowing brighter, glowing dimmer at times, kind of like a fire would.
So now we're at the beginning of day 4,
Beginning of day 4.
and the sun's not up yet.
The sun has not risen. It is an early fog.
Okay.
And in the meantime, as you all are carrying along, it hasn't rained throughout the night at all. It's pretty much just overcast and fog.
I'm still down to ignore it, bro. You're muted.
Yeah, we don't have to.
I mean, maybe if we have like if it's still there by the time we leave, maybe we could like stop by. But I think we still just continue on.
If we have the time, because
Yeah.
yeah, like we've been saying, we're on
I
a
mean,
very
it's
strict
it's a
time limit.
ruins, so I would imagine this thing would be pretty big and kind of maze-like. So It's gonna be a yeah. I'm reading it off of Michael's face immediately. It's gonna
Oh
take.
no, I'm doing something else.
Oh, okay. I have a feeling that this is gonna take. It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, like we're probably gonna have to move at a fast pace once we're
Yeah.
through it.
I think we just keep ignoring it. We get to the ruins. We do what we have to do there, and if we have time to spare on the way out, then we'll hit it up. But other than that, I'm cool with just leaving it alone.
Yeah, for sure.
Alrighty. So, ahead as you guys continue along, the Skylar would be driving
Mhm.
or manning the horses and stuff.
Driving
As
the
you
horses
continue
around.
along, the once kind of, I guess, not really suffocating foliage, but foliage is starting to kind of clear out, and it is a little hard to see. About maybe 30 feet in front of you is as far as you can see. You come along a strange sighting as the foliage starts to clear. It's not really a clearing, I guess. More so, there's not really any foliage beyond this area. The jungle, the trees, and all of the plants are burnt, like charcoal burnt. There's
Okay.
a lot of
Fresh burn.
um doesn't seem to be freshly burnt. There doesn't seem to be any like ashes or smoke or anything. But it looks like, and continuing along, this may go on for quite some time.
So there's no like if I was looking on one side and I went to the other, there's no big difference to tell this came from this side and is going this way. It's
um,
just burn.
it's pretty much burn.
Okay.
The ground you're walking on is still the same.
Mhm.
It's dirt, just burnt.
Yeah, burnt dirt.
Burnt dirt. Yep. And in the distance, you see two glowing lights up ahead,
Are they
straight ahead.
similar to the red light?
They seem like fire.
Okay.
There are two lights,
Torches.
um, sort of, close. You're from your distance, it's clearly two lights. However, as you continue forward, it kind of
Yeah, like closes in into one light.
closes in.
Yeah.
Like they're not moving, I guess.
Mhm.
And as you continue within your, do you want to continue actually? Do you want to continue towards these lights?
I think we continue, but I don't think we continue with the carriage.
Should we check the map?
Do you want to check the map? The
Yeah.
map that he has, um,
I was gonna say, because if he's already traveled down this path, then either he might have marked it on the map, or we could ask, or
he
I'm
has.
talking about Felix, yeah, or we could ask him if he's seen anything like this the last couple times he's traveled. Yeah,
So
I'm gonna ask Skylar to stop the cart.
Stop it.
Yep, and then I'm gonna hop off, kind of feel my way around towards the back, where I assume Felix and Hoot are probably sleeping.
another thing, do you guys have any lights? Like any torches are you carrying? Any sort of light to light the way?
I do not.
I don't believe so, but I might have. Blah 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 blah. No. No.
Yeah,
No,
so
I
while he's
don't.
doing that, I'm gonna so I'll check the back of the carriage. How are Hoot and Felix doing?
Um, They are currently sleeping. I mean, it's kind of a bumpy ride, but for the most part, they are asleep.
Okay. I'm gonna pop up in and I'm gonna shake Felix awake.
Shaking Felix awake.
Yep.
Okay. You shake him awake. And he clears his eyes. What is it?
Skylar believes something to be cause of concern.
And where, whoa, as he looks behind and sees the burnt land. This is where the front came through.
The front?
Oh shit. This could be part of the if the bad what's do we know the bad guy's name again or no?
We do not know.
Okay. What was the name
All
that the
you
queen
all you
said?
know, all you know is it is an Afridi warlord
It
who
could be
is
his
commanding
army.
armies.
Yeah.
Cuz remember, we're on a time crunch against this guy. So he could be moving toward like he's could be just kind of town bouncing before he gets to this city, and
Sky-
that might be a problem.
Skylar, do you think that's what the light at the top of the mountain was? Do you think that was
What?
them?
It could be.
We should probably keep moving.
I mean,
Out of-
it could be a guy on watch. He could be looking over, kind of using the mountain as high ground.
Well, we should probably get going then.
We should probably hide the carriage first. Should we go on foot and kind of just hide the carriage?
Where are we to tie the horses up? Should someone stay back with the carriage?
Things burn. Shit. Let me read something.
Perhaps if we sort of hide it in the underbrush, Hoots can watch them.
What underbrush?
I'm sorry, there's
We're
nowhere.
in the middle of scorched land.
Right, see.
How far in are we?
Well, quite a few hours. We had kept going through the rest of the night since you had woken us up. But I did not know that everything was sort of burned down in this area because, well,
Hmm.
well, if there's nowhere to hide the carriage, we might as well take it with us.
I could sanctum it.
And what does that
Maybe.
I could cast a sanctum spell around it. Because it's the action to remove it is a choice. It's not I cast an action and it disappears. I use an action to dismiss it. So I could cast a big enough space to keep the horses and the carriage safe, and then we could leave, do what we have to do, and come back. That, and we could just jump in if we need to, if we're in an ambush, because then it'd also protect us and the horses.
All right. Well,
Hmm.
if you believe it best, we should take that approach
It'll take a
and
little
see on
time to cast, though. 10
But
minutes.
we probably should have someone staying with the carriage just to as more of a safety net.
We could leave Hoot there since G's not here.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And maybe we should
I'm just
wake
trying
him
to do
up.
it, just trying to act it out.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I'm trying to also act it out, but also talk as players, so it's kind of
Which I mean, yeah, I got you.
it's a 24-hour spell also, so we have plenty of time to do what we need to do.
I think we best be very careful around here. As he can turn around and he looks towards the front of the carriage. And in front of the carriage, you guys have been talking to the people in the back. Those lights are now closer. As out of the fog in front of you are burning just
People?
Figures
Oh, good lord.
burning,
Oh!
and they don't seem to have bodies. More or
Oh.
less, giant bodies of flame.
These look a lot like my water elementals I fought. Except
Two
they're
of
like
them.
fire.
Let's roll initiative, guys.
Aw,
I was
shit.
right! I was right. It's not metagaming
For the
because I
purposes
knew it.
of this encounter, Felix and Hoot are exhausted. They
That's
have
fair.
1 level of exhaustion.
Okay.
And let me pull up the map, which unfortunately I don't have a burnt
Oh
like
no!
burnt
Roll a
land
12.
map, but I do have a jungle map.
That
Yeah,
works.
close enough. Alrighty.
And I just revealed a map. I'm gonna move
Yep,
all these
I got it.
things.
Uh-huh.
Can select, please?
When you.
Me, your girl, when
And we're gonna move some
when
shit
she
out.
when me when I me when I
Yeah, little horses, dude.
oh dude.
Parsies.
We sideways.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. And move this over here, just in case we need it. I'm going to then put these guys on the board. Where are you? There you are. Wait, oops.
Ooh.
They actually look cool looking.
What the heck?
Oh, what the hell?
What the
Pretend all of this ground is burnt.
Yes.
Oh, here, I got you.
Just black.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
There you
Okay,
go.
so y'all are out back right now.
Yep. And then they're still on the inside.
Why is the whole thing like? The whole thing's like weird.
Well,
I
because
don't
it's
know.
still gridded.
Yeah, but for some reason, when I like grouped them all together, everything like the snap disappeared and shit. And it doesn't really matter. So yeah, horsies, bonk. And then in terms of initiative,
Did you have anything to add on to your 11?
Oh, I forgot to do that. But yes, I do have stuff to add on to.
I
You
need to
did my
roll.
addition on there, so I rolled a 12.
You rolled a 12.
And then mine's gonna be a 15.
Alrighty.
Okay. So fire spells will probably not be smart to use.
Currently, Hoot has not been woken yet. He is still sleeping.
My
However, Felix is up.
I mean, it's not like he's gonna do anything. I mean, because he would also have the exhaustion token.
yeah, he would be exhausted.
We'll just let him sleep then. Make it a bit interesting. And if anything, we'll just have Felix wake him up if we need him.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your AC, Ryan?
14. I do have shield though. So 19 with a shield use.
Okay.
Alrighty, so I got the initiative all set up. And first up is going to be them.
Okay.
And they
Biggity
are
bad, dude.
gonna. Yeah, they're going to move forward. Oh, they have a lot of movement. Holy shit.
Okay, that's kind of a problem.
Oh boy. Yeah, they're
I
gonna just come right
I
up to
don't
you
really
guys.
have spells that are on a force. So that might be a bit of an issue. Because, like, Lightning Bolt would just go through it.
Maybe you could still try. It's worth a try.
Do I want to test a theory on a level 3 spell, though?
Anyways,
I mean,
it's gonna be
if you don't have
their
many other
turn.
options, then you might as well try. You know.
Gideon, you're going to be taking 2 attacks, and the same for Skylar. Will a 14 hit? And the other one is a 25
On who?
Yeah, where are those going?
on Skylar.
Okay, well, I'll shield one. So one will miss and the other one will hit.
Okay, the other one will hit. You're going to take some damage. In fact, you are going to take
I mean, I would think you
7.
would take some damage.
You're going to take 7 fire damage.
Okay.
And you are ignited. You are on fire.
I'm on fire.
Oh, that's bad.
That is bad. Gideon, you're going to be taking 2 attacks. A 19 and a 17 to hit.
One of those will hit.
One of those will hit already. You're going to take. Ooh. You're going to take 12 fire damage, and you are ignited.
Owie zowie.
As these
Oh, I played the dragon wrong last time. Damn.
as these figures of fire lash out and scratch at you with their burning arms, which immediately ignite you and your clothing.
Okay. L.
Pretty big one. Yeah.
Just so y'all know, you can use an action on your turn to douse the fire.
Okay.
Stock, drop,
And
and roll.
after, after that, it is going to. Oh yes, and another thing. These guys shed light because they are burning.
Right.
So these guys illuminate some of the surroundings. So for those without dark vision, you can see them very clearly. So yeah, after these guys is going to be Gideon.
All right.
You're
So
up.
I will go
Oh.
ahead and use my action and
We're
kind of.
far enough away not to get hit by the other one, right? So, like, the one that hit me won't hit him, and the one that hit him won't hit me?
You don't know that.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'll go ahead and use my action and kind of pat down the flames, and then I'll use my bonus action and make an offhand attack.
Offhand, already. Swing at him.
All right. So that's gonna be
And you're, yeah,
Yeah.
that's gonna be a 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
Cool.
Yeah, go ahead and roll damage.
I'm going to use a 3rd level spell slot and
Oh,
do a 3rd level divine smite.
okay. Along with that, as you hit it with your offhand rapier, you're going to take 2 fire damage as
Okay.
it sears your arm.
Not my hands. Okay, so that's gonna be
my hands.
1st level is 2d8, so that's gonna be 4d8 for the smite, and then 1d8 for the rapier, so that's going to be 5d8. It's going to be a total of 17 damage. I rolled
17.
not very good on that.
Alrighty.
Okay, so he's 10 feet away from me. So if I was here, that's still within 5 and still within 10.
And then, yeah, that's going to be the end of my turn.
Okay. Up next is going to be Skylar.
Okay. I'm gonna move 5 feet away from the cart. That still puts me 10 feet away from AJ's and 5 feet away from mine. So there would not be an opportunity attack there.
You're gonna move away from that? Okay.
Yeah. It puts me away. It puts me the same distance away from both of them.
Mhm.
Then I'm going to summon Draconic Spirit immediately. So I'm gonna choose Metallic
Alrighty.
Dragon this time.
Metallic Dragon. Alrighty.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna summon your little dragon. Where do you want him?
We're gonna put him right here. He blends in with the thing. It's so hard to see him.
I know. I'm sorry.
Is there no other color for it, or is it just the one?
I only have a green dragon.
Okay.
You can make it
So let's
something
see.
different, but it wouldn't be a dragon.
Yeah. Well, that's my action. So I end my turn. Do I then take? Because you take the fire damage on your turn, right? Or is it on their turn? I don't know how the burn works.
It is at the start of your turn, so my bad.
Okay.
Gideon, you'll be taking 7 fire damage, and Skylar, you will be taking 1 fire damage.
Okay. Let me subtract that real quick.
I'm sorry, how
and
Wait,
then
did you use your action to douse it?
I did use my
he
action.
did,
Yes.
but you said it's the
Okay.
beginning of the turn, so even then that wouldn't matter, right?
At the beginning of your turn, you would take the 7, and then you use your action to douse it.
I
So
take
you're
it
no
after.
longer
Yeah,
on fire.
you still take this. You still take the damage.
Okay.
Yeah, because your turn would start. You take the damage, and then you pat away the flames.
Oh, jeez.
Is that
Really,
right?
dude? Why is he gray?
What the fuck? What?
Because he's metallic.
Oh, I think AJ colored him.
Yeah.
I,
Okay.
I can't move the color. It's fine.
I can move it. It's fine.
Read your summon spell. Can you do anything with it on your turn?
No, because it doesn't move on my turn. It has its own turn.
It has
goes
its own
immediate.
turn.
It goes
and
immediately after me, and I can verbalize commands to make it do what I want.
Cool.
Yeah. So my actual turn is over. Now it's the dragon's turn.
Now it's the dragon spirit's
Yeah.
turn.
boy.
Sick 'em, boy.
Shake 'em, boy. So he has let's see. He has 50 health, 14 plus the level of the spell. So he has 19 AC. His resistances, one of his resistances, because he's metallic, is fire. So calculate that whenever you hit him.
All right.
And so he has multi-attack. So he gets 2 attacks because it's 5 divided by 2 round down. So he gets 2 attacks. So he would get 2 rend attacks and a breath weapon on his turn.
All right.
We did learn something recently. Whenever you have to round because of an uneven number, you always round up.
It specifically says in the spell to round
does
down,
it
though.
specify?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Did not know it specified that. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. So we're just gonna throw all those on the one that hit me. So we're gonna do the first rend. I'm just gonna go one by one because that just helps my brain. D20. Rend is a melee weapon. So let's see. Does he get an addition onto his roll then?
He should.
It's considered a melee.
I think it's use your.
Is it
I think you
strength
use your spell attack
But
to
he
hit.
has his own stats. Like, he has his own strength, his own dex, his own con.
I'm looking it up.
So
If it has its own stats, then yeah, you would use his stats.
but I don't know what stat to use. I don't know what the add I use. It'd probably be strength
Says
for melee, right?
actions. Melee weapon attack. Your spell attack modifier to hit.
Oh,
Oh,
that's strange.
So use it like you were casting a cantrip, and
Okay,
add
so
that
it's
your
plus 9.
modifier. +9 to hit.
Yeah,
That's his
and
hit.
then what
Yeah.
about his breath weapon? Because that's a mouth attack.
Breath weapon it's a dex save. It says in the spell.
Oh yeah. Okay, so this is his first rend.
First rend.
13.
13 hits.
Okay. So we'll do /roll 1d6 plus 4. So that's the first rend damage of 6.
All right.
And then we'll do that again for the second rend attack. That's a 16.
16
which
will
are
hit.
13 hits, so.
weird, because the die is like cocked on my screen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Wait.
I
Hang on.
see.
What the hell?
I don't know. The chat says 7, so I'm going off of that.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah,
Sure. Fuck it, Weeball.
yeah. It's 9. I don't know why I re-rolled that. I never rolled a nat 20 on that one on accident.
Just a casual accidental nat 20.
Yeah, dude. There we go.
There's your nat 20.
Yeah, so
Oh,
7
no. Okay.
7 damage
Okay.
on the second attack.
Okay.
Then breath weapon comes into play, so we need a dex save on that.
Weapon is going to make a dexterity save. It will be a what does it say? It'll be a 21.
Okay, so he will succeed the save.
Take half damage.
A creature of a type is dragon.
Oh, and it
resistance
takes.
to your choice.
Okay.
Wait, what?
By the way,
Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC. A creature takes 2d6 damage of a type this dragon has resistant. Okay, so I'm gonna choose something that is not fire. We're gonna do cold damage.
Cold. All right.
Yeah. So it's /roll 2d6 divided by 2. So 2. It takes 2 cold damage.
It takes only 2.
Well, I rolled 2 2s, so that's 4, and then I divide by 2 because of the successful save.
Oh, thank you.
So
yeah,
and it's 2 cold
I'm
damage. I don't know if they have like
damage.
Weakness.
Yeah, I got it.
weakness against it.
That is all on my end. So it has resistance to cold damage, and its breath weapon is cold damage, right?
Yeah, so I can choose the type of
when you
damage that
summon
the
it.
breath weapon does for each attack. So if I later want to change it to a different one, I can.
Can you?
Yeah.
It just says you choose one that it's resistant to, and that's its breath weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's the type of its breath weapon.
Yeah. So
You
metallic.
change that on each turn.
It's
or-
acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison.
Oh, those are its.
Those are my dragon's resistances, which also can
Okay.
be my choice on the breath weapon.
And you can choose.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
But because
Okay. That makes sense. So it
Yeah.
has resistances to everything. Everything that's specified in the spell.
Yes. So in the spell, it says damage
there's chromatic.
resistances
Acid, cold,
because
fire, lightning, poison.
yeah, because it's chromatic and metallic, only acid, cold, fire, lightning, poison.
Okay.
Within those
Cool.
damage resistances, I choose the type of breath weapon it is for that fight or for
Okay.
that
Cool.
breath weapon use.
Cool.
So then I used cold, and now the dragon's turn is over, which I would assume goes back to the
Okay.
top. To the fire
Also,
spirits.
also each rend attack will be the dragon spirit will take 8 fire damage total. I already have it.
Oh, I forgot to add that on too. It takes an additional 5 damage for each rend. Because it's 1d6
So it'll take
plus
10.
4. 1d6
Plus
plus
the spell
4
level,
plus
which
the
is
spell's
5.
level piercing damage. I didn't know
Okay.
that. I missed that part. Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Cool. So I'll just take an extra 10.
Yeah.
for all the people watching at home, we don't play high level characters very often, so
Mhm.
we're still trying to figure it out a little bit.
Alrighty, cool. So your dragon spirit took 8 fire damage for those attacks. And after that, it is going to be Felix, who is exhausted.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Keep in mind, I'm
what's
still
up,
on
team?
fire.
You are still on fire. Yeah, and you took that fire damage.
Yeah, I already did that. It's 1 damage. I did that already. But when it comes to my turn again, I take more damage. I'm just keeping that in mind because AJ's
Unless
not on fire, but I still am.
unless someone uses their action to put you out.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
I mean, it's just me and you, so
So
don't. I'm gonna use my action my next turn
Felix
to get rid of it.
is going to attempt. Oh my god, I don't even have him pulled up.
Or we could have Hoot use his action to put
He's
you out.
asleep.
He is
Oh
asleep.
yeah, that's right. He is asleep.
Felix is going to attempt to attack the one closest to Gideon with his short sword,
What is?
which will be a hit. Cool. And it will take that it will take 4 piercing damage. And he will use his bonus action to use the help action on the one that he just attacked.
Okay.
So yeah, next attack against the guy next to Gideon will have advantage. And that will be Felix's turn. After Felix is back to the top, the elementals will move. And they're going to this one over here is going to move into the 2 as flames engulf Skylar and part of the dragon spirit. So going to be Skylar, you are going to take 4 fire damage, and the dragon is going to take halved, so 4 fire damage to both you and the dragon.
Okay.
As it moves into your space, and it is going to make its attacks. 1 on the spirit and 1 on Skylar. First one is going to be the spirit, which will be 12 to hit.
That will miss.
Alrighty,
dragon,
it
that'll miss.
misses the dragon spirit. Then Skylar is going to be even worse, a 9 to hit.
That will absolutely miss. Thank God.
And also to note, you are on fire and the dragon spirit is also on fire. The other elemental is going to move into Gideon's space and attack Gideon once and Felix
I'm
once.
such an idiot, bro. I missed a part of the dragon spirit ability. I have resistance to one of the resistances it has.
You have resistance.
Yeah. So,
We'll just
fire? Please?
we'll just say that
I just take 2 damage from that last one instead.
Yeah,
Because
we'll just say
he
that.
wasn't out the first time he hit the thing hit
Yeah.
me, so alright,
Yeah,
let me
we'll
just
just
add
say that.
2.
For the purposes of not making this very, very complicated at all. Cool.
I think that is how it would
Gideon
be.
is getting attacked once with a 11 to hit.
That will miss.
Felix is getting attacked once with a 18 to hit, which will hit him. And he is going to ignite.
I don't know how
Oh
well
yes,
celestial
also,
works.
Gideon, you are on fire
Gotcha.
once more as the elemental engulfs you in flame. Poor Felix is going to take some damage.
Yeah, he'll be fine. Just rub some dirt in it.
Roll
Oh,
around
he's
in the
gonna take.
ash.
He's gonna take that. Okay. Cool. I don't. Why the fuck did it roll again? What? That was the same. What? It like rolled again. That was dumb.
It might have just been a
Anyways,
bug.
it probably was a bug. So yeah, that will be their turn. So after their turn is going to be Gideon. You are engulfed in flame, and you're gonna take 5 fire damage.
All right. Okay. So with my turn, I'm going to tell Felix to wake up Hoot.
Okay.
And then I'm going to use my action to attack the. Actually, before I attack, I'm going to move outside of it, but
Okay.
still within its melee range.
Okay. The other elemental is going to get an opportunity attack on you.
Oh, can I just
There.
say I do it like this instead then, or like that?
Like that?
Oh.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. And then I will go ahead and make those attacks. So the
Alrighty.
first one will have advantage.
Against this guy.
Yes, this guy specifically.
Yeah, the one on the right.
Yeah, him.
Him.
Okay, so that's gonna be an 18 to hit.
18 will hit.
All right, I'll go ahead and roll for the second attack.
Yeah, and the other one I assume will not.
Oh, that was with advantage.
Oh, that was with advantage. I thought you were doing 2 attacks. Never mind.
Yeah, so did I. I got confused.
So then 14 plus 8, so that's gonna be 22 to hit.
That's for the second attack?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it'll hit.
And then
For
I'll go ahead.
for each of those attacks, you will be taking some fire damage.
Okay, yeah, just because I'm making a third attack, so go ahead and add it up, and then let me know what the full damage is once I'm done rolling my attacks.
Okay.
You should do
So
that
then-
offhand right after.
Yeah, because I'm gonna make one more third attack.
Right.
Okay. So go ahead.
All right,
Do
so
that.
third attack is gonna be a 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Okay, I will go
Cool.
ahead.
So that's 3 attacks,
Mhm.
which you will take 20 fire damage.
Gotcha. Owie zowie.
Mhm.
You
I'm going.
notice
Infinity stones.
as you hit, each time you hit, it's dealing damage to you.
Mhm.
Just FYI.
Yes, I understand that. So all 3 of my attacks hit. I'm going to use a second and first level divine smite on the first and second attacks respectively. So then that's going to
Alrighty.
be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's going to be 8d8 damage.
Damn.
8d8 plus 8 because of my main hand attacks. That's going to be a total of 48 damage.
48. Damn.
That's very good. Very good.
So I used a second and first level spell slot to do that. I used my action, my bonus action. I think I'm going to end my turn.
Alrighty. Wow. Yeah. Cool. Alrighty. After your turn is going to be Skylar, who is on fire.
Yeah. So, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna end my turn. Because I'm on fire and he's inside me. So regardless, putting the fire out won't do anything.
You can move
And
out and put out the fire.
I'm just gonna get relit again.
Okay, if you want.
I mean,
You're gonna take 3 fire damage. which I halved already because you have
Okay.
resistance.
Because I
So
can't
you're
cast.
going
It's a
to stay
concentration
in.
to keep the dragon out. So
Oh, concentration?
yeah.
Each time you're taking damage, you gotta roll a concentration check.
Well, you should have done told me that, dude. What's
I'm
it?
sorry.
Do you want to retcon that then?
Who?
Hmm.
What?
Huh?
Who are you talking to?
Well, I'm asking Ryan, like, Mr. DM, are you willing to let Ryan retcon that?
Retcon your turn?
No, retcon the damage. Like, so he moves out and extinguishes the. Oh no, because that'll
No,
be at
because I
the.
take
Because
it
that's at the
anyway.
start of his turn. Yeah, never mind. I'm silly. I'm a silly goober.
Yeah, whenever you take damage while you're
Mm-hmm.
concentrating, you have to make a con save to maintain your concentration.
Yeah, I
So
forgot.
you've
Forgot it
taken
was at
it
the start.
twice since you were concentrating, so roll it twice.
Okay, well, the first one I can re-roll, but the second one probably would have failed anyway. A 9 for the second one. So,
Oh.
regardless, the first one wouldn't matter because I just re-rolled a 1, but the dragon would be gone.
Unfortunately, yeah.
So get him out. Well, then my turn's not gonna end then. Since I did not know that.
Okay, so yeah, you lose your concentration.
He gone.
He gone.
He down,
He ain't gone.
which isn't good. Because, you lose your resistance.
Yeah.
So we'll just say you take that
No, but I
same amount
lose.
of damage.
Wait, what's the order on that though? Me taking the damage and then him disappearing, or the other way around?
The first damage was when he moved into you. So then the dragon would have gotten all of its attacks and shit. So when it moved into you, you would have taken the damage with the resistance, then lost concentration. Then for this one, you no longer have the resistance because the dragon is no longer there. So instead,
Well,
you would take 5 fire damage.
I did take damage earlier than I wasn't supposed to take because of the resistance I did not know about. So I think should we just call it even then? Because earlier I didn't know I had the resistance, but I took the full damage anyway. So
Don't take any damage this time
Yeah,
around, but you
no, I
still lose
took
your
the damage you
concentration on the
originally told
second.
me to, but I'm not gonna take additional. We'll just
Okay,
call it fair from
sure,
there.
sure.
I'm gonna move, so
Fine.
I'm gonna get an opportunity attack on the one on the right. So I'm moving here.
You're gonna move there? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna attempt to attack you with a. Oh god, wrong book.
Ronica Barta, come on. Rhonda Bark.
With a 20.
Okay.
20 to hit.
Yeah. Yeah. It hits.
Ooh. 14 fire damage as he reaches through the other elemental to swipe at you.
I need to look at this particular thing. 65. Fuck. That's a problem. Yeah, that's gonna hurt everybody. But I kinda need to do it. I'm trying to do Cone of Cold, but that's a 60-foot cone.
What other things do you have prepared?
That's not prepared. That's a wand.
Oh,
You could do the lightning bolt. It's in a straight line. It'll hit both of them.
I could do that.
Even if they are resistant and take half damage, I hit the other one for a lot of damage on my last turn.
Okay,
so-
I'm going to lightning bolt via staff.
alrighty. Spend some
So,
charges. Is it a 5th level lightning bolt?
Yes, it becomes a 5th level lightning bolt and uses 5 charges. So it's at 15
Alrighty.
total charges.
Sick.
We already know how the spell works, so
First one is a. These are deck saves, right?
correct.
21 And 13.
The 21 will
This guy
yeah.
will fail.
Yes, the small one will fail. So
Cool.
now
So
this.
roll your damage.
Okay.
Roll all your d6.
Roll. It's 8d6 lightning. This when you cast a
Plus
spell
2
using a
extra levels, so
spell
10d6.
slot of 4th level or higher, the damage increases one. So it's 10d6 because it's a
10d6.
level 5.
Yep.
So
Got it. Go for it.
and I'm just gonna calculate it normal, and then we'll do the halving for the one that succeed in our heads.
Yeah, just roll the damage. That's a lot of damage.
31 divided by 2. Go ahead and round that as you will.
How much damage is
Okay,
that?
so 31.
31 on the fail, so do you want to do 16 or 15?
Ow.
Or sorry, yeah, right?
It's
HA?
round up for damage,
round up,
so
so
the one that
15 and a half, so
succeeded will
16.
take
It'll be
that.
16.
Cool.
So 16 on the
The
left and 31 on the right.
Yep. Yeah, I got it. Cool. Just so y'all are aware, this lightning bolt tears through them. The one elemental next to Gideon is looking very bad.
Very good. That's very good. That's very good.
Yeah, the fire is starting to die.
Okay, I may consider doing that on my next turn, but at level 3 as my spell slot. My turn is over.
Alrighty. Next turn is going to be Felix, which he'll use his action to wake up Hoot, and Hoot will enter the initiative.
Neat.
He is going to. I need to pull up his little thing.
Are
that
we
he
allowed
sent.
to know what his initiative is? Because if G was here, we would technically know.
I mean, technically. I mean,
It's
I
fair
don't
point.
think.
I mean, I don't think it'll matter, but like in terms of like turn order, we can think it through
In
that
terms
way.
of turn order, yeah. So we're gonna do that. He's going to go right after the fire elementals.
Okay, so
Okay, gotcha.
okay, so fire elementals, then who?
Then Hoot.
Then me.
Then
Yeah.
Gideon.
Then Gideon.
Awesome.
Also, I'm on flavor now.
Yeah, dude.
Alrighty. So,
You have to do that
Felix
the
will
entire
then.
rest of the stream.
Maybe. I'm debating it.
Felix will. Felix will use his bonus action to help the next attack on the one that is starting to die.
Very good. Very good.
So yeah, next attack against that will have advantage. Meanwhile, back to the top. That will end his turn. Back to the top of initiative. The fire elementals will start to attack. Skylar, you're going to take 2 attacks. Gideon, you're going to take 1, and Felix will take 1. So we'll do Skylar first. That is, not good.
Not good.
So the lowest is a 24.
Yeah.
And the other one is a natural 20.
Hang on.
Oh, he might have a spell for that.
Okay.
Lowest is a 24.
For the natural 20, I'm gonna use a reaction to cause the attack to miss. I can do that once between rests.
Using what?
Using it's in my features on my app. It just says
Is it? It might be.
What is it under? Is it under?
It's under my wizard archetype of illusion.
Okay.
You're an illusion wizard.
Let
That's
me look at that.
It's right here at the bottom. I don't know if it'll show up.
It's
kind of fuzzy in
a
it.
little bit there.
It's the very bottom line.
Use a reaction to cause an attack to miss once between rests. Yeah. When a creature makes an attack roll against you, you can use your reaction to interpose the illusory duplicate between the attacker and yourself, which automatically misses you.
Yeah. Oh, that's a big boy.
So you're gonna use that against the natural 20, I assume?
Yes, absolutely. I'm using that against the nat 20.
Wow, that's a free
That's dude,
that's a get out of jail free
dude.
card. That's really cool.
That is so good though. I need that. I needed
That is
that.
really good. You are still going to take the one attack.
I mean, yeah, but I'm not taking 3x damage. Between the two attacks, I'm not taking 3 times the damage. I'm just taking
Yeah.
1.
Say you are going to take oh my god, 14 fire damage.
It's better than the alternative.
Yeah, I mean you would have taken 2 and then that would have been doubled. Yeah, it wouldn't have been good.
It would have been bad.
Really bad.
Bad.
Otherwise, that is going to be that. Oh yeah, and then Gideon and Felix. Gideon will do you first with a natural 2 is going to miss.
Cool.
And Felix is going to natural 4 that is going to miss.
That's good. That's good for us.
Sick. So yeah, this dying fire elemental's not doing so hot. And it is going to move into your space, Gideon.
Sounds good.
As you will take.
Y'all.
I clicked the thing and it didn't roll. Now it rolled. You're gonna take 3 fire damage.
Cool.
And the other elemental is going to move into Skylar's space. Oh my god, dude, I'm rolling so much damage on you. I'm sorry. 8 fire damage.
I mean, I'm below half, but I'm still chilling.
You're still chilling? How you doing?
Alright, 41. I'm good, man.
Damn. Yeah, if that nat 20 would have hit, that would have been really bad.
Yeah. Thank you,
Also,
wizard.
y'all are burning. Yeah, y'all are burning. Once more.
Yeah,
After that,
I've been burning.
Yeah.
is going to be Hoot's turn. Hoot just woke up. And Hoot is going to attempt
So can I try something?
what?
Can I use my reaction to tell Hoot to put Felix out? Because I know Felix is still on fire.
I need help.
Yeah.
So I would recommend not doing that.
So Felix is on fire.
I would much rather have Hoot attacking the fire elemental that I'm fighting than have Felix be put out. Because Felix is safe as it is. He can just use his own action to do it.
That's fair. Okay. Yeah, if that's what you want to do.
Alrighty.
I
Hoot
will tell Hoot though, don't step in my line of fire. Because I'm gonna do the same attack, so just make sure he stays out of my way.
Alright. So yeah, hearing these, he's just gonna pull out his bow and he is going to attempt to shoot the fire elemental engulfing Gideon. He has 2 attacks.
No, engulf 9!
Which will be, I think that'll do it. After waking up, he just
God.
stands up, pulls out his bow, knocks 2 arrows and fires them straight through this elemental engulfing Gideon. And poof, out of existence.
Thank God.
You are still on fire, and around the ground is kind of burning. I mean, the ground's already burnt. It's not much more that's gonna be burning around, but yeah, it kind of just poofs into some fire and out of existence. The flames are no longer living. And then Hoot is going to end his turn.
Doesn't he make a second attack?
He made 2 attacks.
Oh,
Against the guy.
He did say 2 arrows.
Yeah. So yeah, after that will be Gideon's turn. You are on fire. You are going to take some damage, which will be 6 fire damage.
Gotcha.
And go ahead.
Oh, now it's my turn? Okay. Alrighty. So, my bones are pretty ouchy. My flesh is probably not feeling very good. I'm gonna use my
Oh
action.
yeah.
I'm gonna use my action to put myself out.
Alrighty, cool. You are no
And-
longer burning.
Can you bring out your hammer? Or was
My-
that or was that Hoot's
I
ability?
Hammer.
The
Dancing sword.
dancing sword. Is that
Oh,
yours?
the dancing sword? That is mine.
Can you do that? Because doesn't I think dancing sword, at least in Solasta, it's its own entity that allows it to make an attack. So
Well,
you
right,
can,
but then I can't divine smite.
I mean, okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if you just want me to do less damage,
Up to y'all.
yeah.
I mean,
I'm-
at the end of the day, it's your choice. I'm just saying.
yeah. So kind of feeling where the rest of this heat is coming from, I'm gonna try and just back myself away from it, and then I'm going to, like up here, and then I'm gonna use my bonus action and summon the dancing sword,
Alrighty.
or, you know what I mean. So, oh, we'll fix it. That's fine. Sure. So then it will go ahead and make its attack.
Yeah, because dancing sword works the same way as the dragon. It's like it does its own thing.
It's gonna be a
Yeah.
10 to hit.
A 10 will unfortunately miss.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then that is going to be my turn.
Alrighty. After that, it is going to be Skylar's turn.
What is my
The
turn?
start of your turn, you're going to take 5 fire damage
Okay. Bam. I'm gonna
as it
move
continues to burn.
here.
Alright.
Well, I guess there. I'm trying not to get too lined up with the cart. Okay. Well, now I'm going to lightning bolt using a spell. So I'm gonna do it at. Let's do it at level 4. We're gonna upcast it to level 4.
Alright. It'll make a dex save, which will be a natural 2.
Let's go, Dave! Take that damage. So this will be 9d6.
Yup.
Oh, I see how this works. Okay.
For 24
Sorry,
damage.
don't mind me. I'm just kind of screwing
24
around with the drawing
And he
tools.
takes all of it.
Yup. Cool.
And that will be my turn, my friend.
Alrighty. After that, it is going to be Felix's turn. He's going to put himself out after taking 6 fire damage. He'll use his action for that, and bonus action help advantage on the next attack against that elemental. And then, yeah, that will be his turn. He's just going to stay where he's at. Back to the top is going to be the fire elemental, who just saw its friend die. I mean, I guess they're not really friends. They're more like just fire.
They're not friends.
They
They're
don't really
fire.
have emotions. So it is just gonna continue to attack and engulf the poor wizard man. You're going to take, as it moves into your space, 10 fire damage.
I'm good. I'm chilling.
And it is going to make an attack on you,
I'm not chilling. I'm at 26 health.
which will be a 17 to hit.
Shield. Miss.
Shield, miss. Nice. Cool. Yeah, deflect that attack. After seeing that, it is going to move into the cart,
Oh,
That's nice.
shit.
which ignites Hoot, Felix, and the carriage. They will each take that. Hoot will take not a lot. Hoot will take 2. Felix will take 4. I was gonna say you have an opportunity attack, Ryan,
Yeah,
but
hang
you
on.
used your reaction to shield.
Yeah. AJ, what's your speed? How much can you move?
Wait, is it still within range of my dancing sword?
Yes.
So it's my dancing. Oh, it's still in range. Okay, yeah, never mind then. And I'm sorry, what was your question, Ryan?
Can you move 20 feet from where you are to come pat me down?
Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, can you do that? Because I'm going to, like, basically take myself out the fight.
I was gonna say, yeah, I can run over and just start.
Because if you
I
pat
was
me
gonna say,
down, I'm gonna globe of invulnerability. So that will just create a dome around me, and it's impenetrable. Essentially, for what we're fighting, it is. But I'm too low to continue the fight.
I was gonna say, if you want, I can just run over and give you healing.
We could do that, but I don't want to lightning bolt the cart.
Well, I mean, it's already on fire, so not really much we can do.
Okay. Yeah, it's gonna turn its attention to the carriage as the carriage and everyone inside it instantly ignites. And it is going to take an attack at Hoot, who just woke up. It is going to be nope, not gonna hit. Cool. And yeah, it is going to then after that begin to move. Oh, it has enough movement to go and attempt to engulf Gideon,
Okay, I'll
turning
ask
its
Hoot to
attention.
do it then.
Gideon, you're going to take a little bit of damage. You're going to take 3 fire damage. You can use your reaction if you want to make a dancing sword reaction opportunity attack. Can you do that with your dancing sword?
Yeah,
Did
it
we
can.
have?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
has
discussed that in the
it
last
can
time, right?
it gets opportunity attacks.
Yes, it does.
Okay, so
Alright,
go
so I'll go
ahead.
ahead and do that.
What? Oh, you just can't smite with it.
Right.
That's
Yeah.
what we were talking about.
11.
11 does not hit,
Okay.
and that will be its turn.
So
After
it's Hoot's turn, right?
it is Hoot.
Hoot, can you come pat me down, please?
For the love of God!
He looks around, and he's going to set his bow
Okay,
off to his side and move towards you.
let's
And he's
go.
going to use his action to pat you down.
Thank you very much.
And then that will be his turn.
Very epic.
After that, we're going to do Gideon. You're up. You're going to take some damage at the beginning of your turn.
Youch. I've taken a lot of damage this combat.
How are you doing?
Better
well,
than
how
me,
much damage am I
probably.
taking?
2 fire damage.
2?
2?
2?
Currently at 63 out of 120 HP.
Oh wow, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah,
You're just
you'll
taking a
be
lot of
okay.
damage.
You've taken a lot,
So
but
is
you
Skylar.
have
Skylar's taking
enough.
a lot as
Oh,
well.
bro, my max health is 90. I'm at 26.
I know. Y'all have taken almost a fair amount.
I didn't get a thing of beer before we left. I didn't get a keg of beer that we could have brought.
Ah.
So my drunkard is just. Hey,
Oh,
maybe
that's
there's some ancient beer inside that
maybe.
ruins, and I'm keeping that, bro.
You never know. You never know.
Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to move the dancing sword over and have it make an attack.
All right.
That's going to be a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
That's going to be 9 total damage.
9. All right.
And then I'll go ahead and use my main action to make 2 more main hand attacks. So the lowest on that is going to be a 14 to hit.
Both will hit.
Okay, cool.
Then he moved.
I'm not going to smite either of these.
All right.
25 feet he moved. So
So that's going to be Yeah, 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. Cool.
25.
Yeah, after you make those attacks, oh shit, you're gonna take
Yes, I will
some
take
extra damage for hitting it.
only for 2 though, because I'm
Yeah.
not holding the dancing sword.
Yep. The dancing sword will not be lit on fire as it is a magical item, and cannot
Wahoo.
be really doing that. You're gonna take an additional 10 fire damage as you
Okay.
swipe at it, but like the other one, it is starting to die now.
Thank God, dude.
However, it is still up and living, barely.
I think that's gonna be it for me.
Alrighty. After that, is gonna be Skylar.
Okay, question. Is this actually a thing that I have to worry about if I wanted to get up here? This, like, the way that the face is here? There's, like,
No,
rocks
don't worry
here.
about that.
Okay, cool. Good. That means I can move away. So,
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta go back to
use...
blindfold mode. Hold on.
So
Embody your embody who Gideon is.
could I do that? That's five.
There we go.
There's a 5-foot gap here, so I could just shoot through that gap. So if I move 20 feet, move 20 feet, that's a 40-foot distance. Hang on, let me cook. I'm doing math. Okay, I'm gonna move here. So that's 20 out of my 25 movement, which puts me 40 feet away from him. Now, it's 5 feet wide, so that would not hit anything other than his sword, which I don't think would take damage from it. Cool. I'm going to 3rd level lightning bolt hit ya boy. Please dex save for me again, my friend.
Alrighty. Is going to be a 6.
Okay, that's a fail for ya boy. Slash roll 8d6. 30 damage! I got 2 6s on that too. 2 6s, 2
damn.
4s, 2 3s, and 2 2s.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Thank you, God.
Second lightning bolt coming from you this time. Right? Or are you using your
Yeah,
staff?
no, that was me.
That was you. Okay, cool. Yeah. Another lightning bolt coming from you just fucking obliterates this figure of flame, which poofs and kind of ignites the surrounding area, which is already burnt. So yeah.
Technically, you have to give me burn damage.
Gideon, you are still on fire. Hoot is still on fire.
Wait, no, I'm not on fire because who
We'll go ahead
put me
and
out?
put ourselves out then.
Yeah,
Okay. Not before taking just some damage.
Sure.
I didn't take damage because
Uh,
who put me
just
out? God.
Gideon, you're gonna take 9 damage. And Hoot is going to take 6 damage. Felix is panicking. The carriage is on fire.
Yeah.
Help! Someone help!
Can I cook? Okay, is there a way I could, like, cone of cold but not damage it? Is that, like, a thing? Or no?
I would say you need like a low damage spell to not do that.
I don't have one of those. I'm just going to feel the warmth of the cart and just kind of ponder.
Hmm. Can
Could I
someone help me put this out?
Could I frostbite it?
Can you frostbite? Is frostbite a target attack? Like you can, or is it like a dex save, con save?
It's a con save.
It's a con save. I would have to say no.
Shit. Is there? Oh, fuck. There's no water nearby.
Nope.
Hoot is going to attempt to try and put shit out. Let me figure out if he has anything cool. Ooh. Yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
attempt to put it out. I'm gonna say
While he's putting it
change
out, I'm gonna cast Fly on myself,
that. Okay.
and I'm gonna fly 60 feet. Well, I guess it doesn't matter because we're not in. Because I'm assuming combat's over, right? So I just use it as I use it. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
fly up and see if I can see, like, because the fog. How's the fog now?
Fog is pretty much same as it has been.
Okay, I'm gonna fly up and see if I could see any water nearby.
You would have to fly up quite a bit to see over the fog. The fog right now is making things pretty difficult to see. Can I get a investigation check at disadvantage?
Yeah, let me get to my.
I'm gonna go tell Hoot and Felix to sort of not unshackle but untether the horses from the carriage.
Okay.
15 is the lowest.
15. It is quite difficult to see. However, you do manage to fly around, land, and every once in a while, you will land on the ground and just look if there's anything in sight. Pretty much everywhere you are is scorched earth.
Okay, so
Unfortunately,
there's
there
no
doesn't seem
water
to be any
anywhere.
source of water wherever you've looked. In the meantime, I'm gonna ask the other two while they're gonna try and attempt to put the fire out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I'm
give
gonna tell
them
them to
that.
instead
Yeah,
just
good job,
untether the horses.
Felix. And Hoot is gonna attempt same fucking roll. Sick. Um, while you shout this at the other two, they are doing really well panning out the flames and succeed actually.
Oh,
The
thank God.
carriage is kind of burnt. I mean, it has only been up in flames for about 30 seconds to a minute. The wood and the paint, especially, you can see there's a lot of burn marks
How's the
on this
undercarriage?
carriage. Yeah, the carriage
If
is
anything with the undercarriage is fucked, we can't take it.
okay. So, while the problem at hand has been dealt with, do you want to look under the carriage?
I can't look,
See if there's
but I'll
anything?
tell them to
Oh,
look.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't look.
Yeah, I keep forgetting your character is a little blind.
Just a,
Just a little bit.
just a
Just
little
a little
a
blind
bit.
bit.
boy.
Just a little bit. Yeah. Hoot and Felix get off from under the carriage, they look under the carriage, and everything seems to be fine. There's some burn marks, but not super severe. Looks
Alright.
like the carriage is surprisingly still standing,
Okay.
despite it being on fire for half a minute.
I think we just hook it back up, dude. I think we hook the horses back up. We just keep going.
For sure, yeah.
Are we all okay,
I'm good.
Felix?
Seen better, but anyone that needs sort of medical attention, come to me.
Mm,
And I'll kind of
come
hold my hands out.
Everyone comes to you. Hoot stays a little bit back. He hasn't really been burnt a whole lot, but Felix has. Skylar has.
Okay. I'm gonna hold onto Skylar's, well, I guess more like I'm going to hold on to Skylar's hands and I'm going to give him 25 points of my lay on hands. So that's 25 points of healing. And I will do the same thing with Felix.
Thank you.
As for Hoot, I'm going to put my hands on his shoulders, kind of begin to emanate this holy glow, and I will cast Cure Wounds at first level.
I'm gonna get into carriage and begin a short rest.
I believe it is, yes, 1d8 plus 5. So Hoot is going to get 11 points of healing.
Cool. Yeah, he's back at full. He is all good.
And then I'm just going to heal myself.
How much did Felix get?
25 points of lay on hands.
Oh, yeah, plenty. Good. Awesome. So y'all are all good for the most part. What the fuck is going on in the Discord? Why did Avery send that?
I don't know, just ignore it.
Okay, just gonna mute that server for now. Yeah. So after that whole little shablam encounter, y'all wanna take a short rest or something,
Oh
or
yeah,
what do
I'm
y'all?
taking a short rest in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Everyone will take a short rest.
Before we
Um,
do, I'm going to use my Channel Divinity, and I'm going to restore. I'm going to restore some spell slots.
Alrighty.
I'm going to restore a level 2 spell slot, and then we'll take a short rest, so I get my Channel Divinity back.
Cool. So yeah, everyone get the benefits of a short rest.
Yeah.
Everyone's taking watch because everyone's up.
Hit die time.
Oh yeah, spend some shit. And as you all are waiting around, let's see.
20 health back, dude. 20 on that one.
Wait, hang on, Ryan.
What?
You rolled. How many hit dice did you roll?
5 out of my 10.
You add your con mod to each of them,
Oh no shit.
just so y'all know.
Okay, so I rolled so another
Plus an extra
additional
10.
10, yeah.
So I get.
So that'll be
13.
fine. I'm only gonna use 5 then. And then
Felix is all
also
good.
I regain half your
Food
level
is all
worth of
good.
spell slots during a short rest once per day. So I'm gonna do that also and replenish 5 spell slots.
Ooh.
So
Yeah.
I'm only missing a level 4 slot, but that'll be fine because I have 3 of those. I am good to continue. My health is 9 below max, so
Awesome. Throughout this seemingly short hour, as you all are kind of relaxing in this
I'm just
strange
gonna max out.
burnt environment, nothing really else seems to happen. The glow on the mountain remains the same brightness, and in the distance, you can see some wandering lights, but they're fairly far away, and none seem interested in moving anywhere close to you.
Are they down the road where we need to continue?
They're more off to like the sides of the road. None are behind you. More so like out into the distance. But yeah, straight ahead, doesn't seem like there's really any.
Alright, let's keep going then.
Yeah, dude.
Alrighty.
Alright.
During this time period, the fog begins to clear.
Okay, now we can keep going.
And yeah, y'all have a clear sight ahead of you. And as this fog clears, all you can see ahead of you is just burnt as far as the eye can see. This isn't just some sort of small passage through. This all around you, except for like maybe a mile or so, maybe not a mile, I guess a mile behind you, you can see some of the foliage, which is where you came from, but all
Such an
that's ahead
idiot.
is just black, burnt.
Dude,
Some areas smoking.
I'm supposed to have +2 to my AC this whole time
Why is
because
that?
of my staff. My staff
Oh.
gives me +2 AC, dude. I'm supposed to have that the entire time, and I never added it. So my AC is supposed to be 16 with the shield of up to 21. Oh my god, whatever.
Oh, that's fun. Cool.
Whatever.
Well,
I'm updating it
anyways,
now.
yeah, keep that. Rest of the day, seems pretty uneventful. Everyone is up, by the way. As this is kind of a dangerous area. The people who were attempting to long rest in the back of the carriage can't really sleep.
You gotta be shitting me.
Okay.
And the long day comes to an end.
So now
Question.
we're
A question, DM.
Whoa.
What is the sun up at the end of our fight?
At the end of your fight, maybe a few, like maybe 30 or so minutes after the fight, the sun will rise.
After the fight. Okay, so it's not dawn yet.
During your short rest.
Okay, so after the fight, it's not dawn, and then dawn approaches later.
Oh, yeah. Yes. You
Okay,
regain your things.
fantastic.
So yeah. Apart from that, how long do y'all want to continue?
I'm good, bro. I'm chilling.
Well, seeing as how we cut into your beauty sleep, Hoot and Felix, how are you two feeling, by the way?
Felix goes on edge.
Understandable.
Hoot's a little quiet. I mean, he's for the most part tired because he stayed up the previous night and is continuing to stay up.
Okay. Why don't we continue to travel? You two get some rest early. Try and rest and recover. We'll try and move into the night once again. Take shifts, every couple hours or so.
Alrighty. Awesome. So, we will continue through the day as don't think we need this battle map anymore, so I'm gonna do a little black.
I'm back in black.
So yeah, continuing through the day, you guys can go another 8-ish hours, and as these 8 hours pass, you guys are traveling further and further into burned territory. Doesn't seem like there's really any green in sight.
If you were to approximate how far away we are, what would you say?
I would say since you guys traveled on through the night, it was day 3, and then you guys just started to pick up the pace.
Yeah.
You guys can estimate maybe you have a day and a half left.
Okay, so we're at the morning of day 4.
Yeah.
So it
So
would
why don't
be an
we?
extra day
A
if
day and
we.
a half at the end of this day.
Yeah. So if we were to, I'm not saying we do go through the night this night, but if we do that one more time, we'll have 3 days instead of 2 days to do what we need to do. So basically, that extra night of travel gave us a half day. So doing that again will give us another half day, giving us 3 days instead of 2 days.
Okay. So possibly, what we could do is let Felix and Hoots sleep during the day, while we take the reins, and then once
Am I
night be-
echoing?
No, you're fine.
and once night begins to fall, perhaps we switch shifts then,
That works.
so they can get a full night's sleep during the day.
Yeah. I think what we do is in since the end of this day is a day and a half, we progress normal the next day, and then we go through that last half day. Instead of sleeping that night, we just go through it. That way we get those 3 days. So we have
Sounds
enough time to rest good enough to then travel through the night one more time.
All right, shall we get going then?
Oh yeah.
I'm assuming I'm driving and then you're with me. Is that what we're doing?
Yep.
And then Hoot and Felix is asleep again?
Yep,
Mhm.
they're gonna sleep during the day.
Alright.
So yeah, continuing throughout the day, traveling further into burned and scorched land, no green in sight. The clouds clear, and it's more of a partly cloudy. The clouds kind of scatter throughout the sky. You can see the sun now.
Finally.
As the day just continues, pretty much is bland and boring, and it's kind of like when you're traveling on a highway for quite some time and staring at the road in front of you. It's tiring. But 8 hours pass since the
Yeah.
fight, and you hear the two in the back waking up. And Felix goes, how much further do we have?
That's a good question, DM.
Where are we?
About a day and a half.
Damn. Well, that's good. We're making progress. As you look around, you guys are at this point, I believe, north of the mountain. So y'all
Awesome.
might be able to see more. Yes, you will be about directly north of Mount Malice, which you can see
Around this area, guys.
in the clear sky. You guys can actually see now, instead of being smothered by fog and other clouds, the mountain. It is a fairly large mountain. You can see there would be snow at the top. However, the top of the mountain is, I guess, burning, you could say. The glow that you've seen previously is still there. You can assume that, and there is kind of not a lot, but some billowing smoke coming from this glow.
Mhm.
And you can also see, actually, can you two make me perception checks?
Sure.
Gideon with disadvantage because you cannot see. Actually, I don't think you would be able to see it at all. So
Cool.
I'm just gonna say, Skylar, make a perception check.
17.
17. From this site, or from this far away, you can kind of see a platform on this mountain.
Mhm.
It looks, it's very far away. You can't really see if there's anything on this platform. However, it does seem to kind of block some of the glow, which is kind of how you can see this platform.
Okay.
It's hard to tell what material it's made out of, how big it is relative to the mountain. But there's something up there.
Well, we'll find out about that later.
Possibly, yeah.
We are continuing to the ruins,
Yeah.
my guy.
And as Felix looks up, do you guys want to rest? And we'll take over from here.
Yeah, probably.
Alrighty. Well, we've got not a whole lot of time left until we reach the ruins, so get our good night's rest, and we'll continue throughout the night. Also, I think we're out of. We're almost out of. Hopefully, the territory, the front
Yeah, I would
where
not
they
like to
pass
sleep
through.
in this ash.
If we could probably continue, hoping we see some green soon.
Yeah.
Otherwise, yeah, I'm unsure. If we did pass by Mount Malice, which I assume is why there were some elementals around, we probably I'm not sure we should do. I seems like the front is bad, depending or well, guess taking a glance at our surroundings. So it's probably not a good idea to travel back to Kalapali via Feroricus. I couldn't imagine what they're going through. Um, hopefully next time we don't really encounter anything like this. Um, just a by the way, you all aren't really from here, and you haven't, unless you are. Where are you all from?
You can answer that first. I'm reading something.
Well, my kingdom hails from the deserts.
Like close deserts or far away deserts?
Um, Not very far, due kind of feeling where the sun is, east, I believe. Um, Although for
Eastern.
me, sometimes it's hard to tell with my line of work.
Line of work. What do you mean by that? Are you a traveler? Are you a merchant?
Um, well, I'm a knight. I'm a knight errant um of my kingdom. We hail from the deserts, and our duty is to um defend the material plane against incursions, and as well as provide some sort of offense to any non-native plane.
Hmm.
So our kingdom travels around a lot.
Interesting. Very interesting. Assume you've fought elementals before.
Yes, but more so to the east, more so dealing with earth elementals.
Yes. Makes sense.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I have an idea for when we are about to leave the ruins. Um, I have a contact for a ship, and I can arrange passage back if you want. Because there's a river, looking at the map, there's a river that runs from the ocean to here, to the ruins. So if we want to take the loot that we have, we can take the ship and like put the horses on the ship and then take the river back out to the ocean line
Could.
and then go on around to Kalapali instead of having to go back through all this.
We could.
That would be an interesting. That is an interesting idea, seeing as how
Only
it is a port city.
the river isn't necessarily a deep one.
Well, we can meet him on the border,
We could have.
on the ocean border.
Hmm. We could try. That would be if we don't want to mess with the whole front. Oh, but that might take more time.
Well,
I'm not sure. I
considering what we saw, they're they're probably out of they're probably out of the city already.
He's gonna open his bag, and he's gonna pull out a smaller sheet of paper. Skylar, this
Yeah.
is a sigil.
Uh-huh.
This sigil leads back to the teleportation circle at Kalapali.
Oh.
Are you familiar with the spell?
Not really. Not too much, no.
I am. Would I be familiar with teleportation magic?
Teleportation magic, very much possible as your kingdom, and you and yeah, you would be familiar with teleportation magic. However, would you know the teleportation circle spell?
I do not know the teleportation circle spell.
Okay. Yeah, you would be familiar with teleportation. I mean, it's common amongst wizards and people of your kingdom
Yeah.
and the wealthier, I guess, to use teleportation circles across the globe, across
Considering my
the material
backstory,
plane.
I don't think Skylar would know. He would probably know of it considering the person in his backstory. Um, but I don't believe he would know how to do it.
Well, I'm not a wizard myself, but maybe spend the next
In
few
practice.
days that we have, or I guess, with whatever you can, um, try to, I guess, hone your abilities, and if you can learn this spell, that would cut off a significant portion of travel. However, I'm unsure if we can bring the carriage back if we were to use the circle. But either way, we have a few days to decide, and while we're on our travels, I don't think it would hurt to experiment.
No, not at all. In fact, we can use the ship as a backup plan if we need to.
Hmm.
So as
We
I'm
can
trying to
also.
learn
We have a lot of
how to use
methods of.
it.
We have a lot of methods of travel back. I think,
Yeah.
depending on when we get there, we can decide on what's best.
Yeah.
In the meantime, you guys deserve a night's rest, and we will take up front and continue along. We'll let you know if there's anything wrong.
What?
I'm glad we made it past Mount Melis.
Yeah, the place sucks.
Yeah, I mean we're for the most part still kind of where the front passed through. Hopefully, they're not coming back.
Yeah.
As much as I'd like to see Feroricus thrive, I don't want us getting caught in the path of thousands of things from the fire plane. Anyways, get some rest. We'll continue. As he trades spots with you, and Hoot will also wake up,
Wake up.
and we'll continue forward.
Wake up.
Wake up!
Alright, so should we now long rest on our apps or
Yeah.
Okay.
Go right ahead.
Cool.
They're going to roll a little thing. Good to know.
Do you only get one hit die per long rest? Because my thing did not reset.
No, you
No,
do.
you regain all you regain all of your hit
That's
points.
a bug then.
I don't know. Whatever. Yeah,
Isn't that
so
the
y'all would gain the benefits of a long rest. Over the 8 hours that Hoot and Felix are awake, nothing seems to happen. The sky is clear to from once scattered clouds to a clear moonlit sky.
Okay.
You can
So we're
see
waking up and the night of day 4.
you guys would be waking up at the night of day 4.
Okay. So then continuing through would allow that half day to disappear. So then we would be 1 day away at the end of this night if we continue to travel, which means we would only
You
be
guys
one
would be
day
1 day
away.
out.
Yeah, and then 3 days to do what we need in the ruins. That's our timeline. So yeah, it's basically just us swapping with them again, and us traveling while they sleep.
Yep. For the most part, yeah. After the uneventful 8 hours pass, you all wake up
Wake up.
and everyone's awake. Everyone's not really alert, but I guess ecstatic in a way.
The adrenaline's pumping a bit.
Almost yeah, almost to the ruins. Um and yes, while everyone is up, AJ, can you roll me a D100?
Yes, I can.
And Ryan, can you roll me a D6?
I can do that.
$45.
Alrighty.
1. Fantastic.
Cool. There's nothing wrong with a 1. Ryan, we can't hear you.
Huh?
There we go. I'm like cut out for a second.
Dingus doingus.
Pangus pangus.
Pingus pingus. Oh. Are you checking on the stream, Ryan?
Yeah, it's fine. It's running fine.
So
It was just a visual thing.
okay.
Yeah.
Sick. So yeah. Um the clear skies, the once clear moonlit skies are now covered by a overcast layer of clouds blocking vision of the sky. It's kind of nearing morning-ish. For the most part, everything has been running fairly well. No other threats or anything. And you guys actually do see in the distance green. You can see some foliage.
Woo! We can see green, dude. It's not easy being green.
A few
What?
miles out,
What is green?
What? Yeah, what is green?
you wouldn't know. It's
Well, I
crazy
would,
thing.
because my character's not actually blind. I just wear a blindfold.
Green schmeen. Anyways, yeah, couple of miles, you guys travel ahead and into the jungle. Back into wildlife. Seems strange, like for the past day and night.
Day and night.
It's been empty and quiet and just barren. And now hearing the sounds of wildlife is kind of assuring to you guys. Back in a safer area. For the most part. Other than potential wildlife.
We'll
You
be
all
fine.
feel significantly safer than you were out in the open, burnt forests. Alrighty, so yeah, you guys, as you wake up, day left in the journey.
So
Um,
we're at morning of day 5 now.
morning of day 5.
All right.
According to travel, you guys will probably make it to the ruins by dusk.
Right. If we were to
So
go all, yeah, yeah,
yeah. Um. So pretty much early morning. Everyone is seemingly awake and pretty much good to go for the journey. Felix and Hoot will take their rest now as you guys alternate between for the past few days. Um, Now Skylar will be heading the carriage and moving forward.
So, Skylar,
yes.
you said that you could get passage via boat?
Yeah, I'm a sailor back home in Fellini.
Ah, what sort of sailing?
Well, I go out and fish a lot, for my family, and that's how I encountered a water elemental out there, a couple times, and that's how I got this amulet also from catching a swordfish. But I go out and I catch fish, and then I bring them back home for my mother to cook, and then whole family eats it.
Hmm. And what led you to the path of the arcane arts?
I don't fully know. Uh, I one day I kind of just I mean I heard things about my great great grandfather and how he kind of used to do magic years ago, but I if he's alive, I haven't heard from him since I was like 4. Or if he's even alive, I don't even know. But I one day I went in our attic and I found a staff and a spell book, and I kept it hidden from my family, but I kind of taught myself how to do some magic along with using his spell book. Um, but he never really showed that side of him before.
Do you think there's any reason as to why your parents never told you?
I mean, I would assume so. We don't exactly look like the people that live in Fellini, so uh, it's possible that we're not even from there. But in terms of like his life, we don't know too much about him. He's a very mysterious person. He just was very family oriented and just wanted to keep everyone in Fellini the best he could.
As you guys are talking up in the front of the carriage, the once overcast sky darkens into a slight drizzle and into a calm rain.
Okay, that's not bad.
If you all
Yeah, I'm trying to think of something to say though.
wanna, yeah,
Yeah,
you're all good.
we're gonna continue a dialogue. I'm trying to remember. Shit.
You
I,
have your backstory stuff, right?
yeah, yeah, but it's how much do I want to talk about it?
How much do you know? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very fair, seeing as how you've known me for what, like a week. So I
Yeah.
don't blame you. I don't blame you. We've not known each other very long. If you don't want to give me your full life story, that is completely understandable. But still, I like to sort of get a read on the people that I cannot see, but I can hear.
It's understandable. Why'd you take the adventure?
Well, I had recently dealt with an incursion out in the east, east of the deserts, where I'm from. Um, there was an invasion of earth elementals that needed to be dealt with. So they sent me as a sort of commanding officer to lead their army, and upon achieving victory, I had begun to make my way back at the same time as receiving the letter to the dinner, and unfortunately, it seems that my kingdom left to go fight in the elemental plane of Earth without me. So, for the time being, I'm stuck in the material plane.
Do you know any way that you could get back?
Well, hopefully it's at some point they will end their invasion of the elemental plane of Earth and return to their original the original spot of the deserts. So it is only a matter of time.
As you guys continue speaking of where you all have come from, the woods, the jungle rumbles.
That was not my stomach.
I would hope so. How's my sword doing? My sword of warning.
What is it exactly does it do?
Let me look that up real fast.
How
You cheater, you're blind! You
How-
can't put your blind.
how dark is it?
Uh, magic weapon.
It's
Magic
like
weapon
midday,
warns. This magic weapon
Oh,
warns you of danger
well,
while the
yeah,
weapon is
duh.
on your while
but
the weapon is
it's go ahead.
while the weapon is on your person. You have advantage on initiative rolls. In addition, you and any of your companions within 30 feet of you can't be surprised, except when incapacitated by something other than non-magical sleep. The weapon magically awakens you and your companions within range if any of you are sleeping naturally when combat begins. So it basically just like warns me of danger.
Kind of, yeah. Um, sort of wouldn't really know if it's danger or not. All that it is really like rumbling, and I guess maybe the sword will see that as a threat. The sword gives you a kind of potentially dangerous warning.
Okay.
As the rumbling approaches closer.
Does it sound like one thing is coming at me or coming at us, or is it multiple?
Sounds
Is it just
like
like a
It's,
thud, 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 or like a thud, 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 thud?
or just like
it seems like there's a few. Um, it's not really like a constant rumble.
okay.
It's like a boom, 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 boom. Like
It's most
a
likely
group
one.
is moving.
A group.
And
I'm gonna.
out in front of you,
Okay.
what would you like to do?
No, I was just gonna tell Skylar to speed up the carriage to get us out of danger.
Hmm. And out in front of you, um, the road ahead, is kind of visible. You can see like it is kind of a windy road. However, you can see ahead, and moving through the trees are very large creatures. In
Move it.
fact, they are trees. They're
These
moving
things,
trees.
dude.
They are not moving towards you. They are moving from left to right across the path. 3 of them.
Okay.
Very large trees. They don't see you.
Okay, I'm just gonna stop the carriage slowly and just hope they keep going.
How does my sword
Wait.
react to this?
Danger.
Hang on.
it would sense danger.
Okay.
However, as you stop the carriage, they all make it
Wait.
across the path,
Jesus.
and they do not seem actually. Each of you make a stealth check real quick.
Not very good.
I got a 12.
12. Okay.
I got a 10.
Okay. Ooh. As you halt the carriage, the horses come to a stop, and something. I guess it the carriage doesn't really make a whole lot of noise. However, you moving forward into one of their line of sights.
Hang on.
It takes a peek.
Hang on. Hang on. Before the initiative, if we're gonna fight something, hang on. Okay, I can't do that one.
It looks up and around the trees, and it notifies its other two companions that there is something on the path.
It doesn't know the.
Friend
Hang
or
on.
foe? This booming,
That's awesome.
this booming voice fills the jungle.
I'm gonna ask, speak common?
It's spoken common.
Okay, well I don't know if it understands common because there are some creatures that speak languages that they don't understand.
That's true.
Yes.
We have no intentions to harm you. We are simply passing through.
Okay. Do a little. Do a little thingy.
Doing a little thingy. Do a little
Do a
ditty.
As one comes out onto the path, the others stay in the woods. As it moves up to you. This thing is huge.
Yeah.
Literally the size of a tree. It has legs. It also has giant wooden arms, and it looks pretty much exactly like the jungle trees that you've been traveling through, except it has a face.
Hello, Mr. Man.
It is kind of a squinted face, unsure. What for?
I'm gonna let you do all the talking, bro.
Well, should I be honest or kind of slyly whispering this to Skylar?
I would just make it blunt. Just make it as simple. But don't give away exactly what we're doing. Actually, wait a minute. Let me look at the map.
Battle map or map?
Map.
The map. All right.
Okay.
The map.
Michael, where would you say this happens? Does this happen before? This happens definitely before we hit the river, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. We could say that we're going to a city and we took the wrong turn.
Or we could just say we're going to a city. I don't think a tree has a map, so it can't really fact check us on that.
I mean, that's
Saying
true.
this out of game.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that.
We are simply just trying to reach a city. We do not ask for any trouble, just simply passing through.
It steps a little bit close. Your carriage is stopped, by the way.
Yes.
It steps up.
So is it within my blind sight now?
Yes, absolutely. Protect jungle. Fight fire. Move along. As it steps out of the path and towards its two other companions.
One more question. Do you have a name?
You sense it walking away.
Come back!
Was worth a try.
Make me both of you an Arcana check.
Oh, I'm not very smart.
The wizard is,
Yeah,
hopefully.
Arcana's +5, so. I
Still.
rolled a nat 1, so I'm going to elect to re-roll that.
There you go.
Halflings.
And I rolled a 17.
That is a unnatural 20, my friend.
Cool. I would say Gideon. You aren't really sure exactly what these creatures are. However, you have come from the desert, so you are kind of
Kind
unsure.
of makes sense.
You don't really see these guys roaming the desert.
Nope.
However, Skylar, you would recognize these creatures to be tree ants. Protectors of woods, jungles, forests. For the most part, they don't threaten anyone unless
Unless
they
you threaten them.
unless you threaten them or you threaten the forest.
Right.
They're protectors of the wild.
I'm gonna cast Fireball.
You can assume that these guys would be protecting against the fiery front
Right.
that passed through. They're protecting what they can of the green that they have left.
That's cool.
Neat.
Big, friendly, sometimes.
Giant skin sometimes. Giant tree man.
Giant tree people. Pretty much.
Onward.
And onward, yeah. Onward down the windy road. Throughout the day after that tree ant encounter. You don't really seem to encounter anything else. Hearing the wildlife as the rain continues. And Felix, it would be about waking time. Yeah, it'd be about waking time. What the fuck happened to my camera?
Way to keep, my friend.
Why did my camera go weird?
The camera looks fine.
It looks different for me.
It
It looks like it's
Nah.
staticky.
Nah, don't worry about it. You're good.
Well, Felix and Hoot wake up as
Mr. Felix, man.
you all reach a comfortable area to all get out and rest. Finally, under the cover of trees and in a nice area, you all can long rest if you need. Or do you want to
Sure.
continue?
Good. I have all my slots. I have all my health.
I was gonna say, yeah, we already took a long
You have
rest,
been
so
up play, just so
You're
you are
lagging.
aware.
Say
can
that
you repeat what
again.
you? Yeah.
You all have been up all day as well. So
Real. I'm not
continuing
trying to pull an
forward,
all-nighter.
you guys do risk exhaustion.
What if we just took a short rest? Would we still risk exhaustion?
Let me figure that out. Off the top of my head, where the fuck is resting?
DM's guide, maybe?
It's in PHP. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it is. I would say a short rest would not.
What
Hmm.
can we? What if we? I don't know if this would be allowed, but what if we
Hang
change
on.
the sleeping conditions?
Oh wait, I'm a half elf. Uh. Oh wait, no, those are elves that only need to sleep for 4 hours. Never mind. I'm not an elf.
Yeah, I would say a short rest would not prevent from exhaustion, as you guys have been up all day and on the road.
What
So,
if we change the sleeping conditions?
what do you mean?
Like, what if we made it darker? Wait, are we sleeping during the day or during the
It's
night?
night.
Okay, never mind. I changed it. Never mind.
It is almost dusk.
I mean, just let them drive and we'll sleep.
Sure.
All right.
Sabertown Junction.
Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe.
Alrighty. Rotating. Felix and Hoot will take the front,
Yeah, sure.
and
Yeah, so just as an FYI, anytime we enter combat, obviously the sword is gonna wake us up.
mhm.
Wake up!
So
Wait, that
as you all
then
continue,
it should have woken them up on the last fight
Yeah, I kind of forgot about that.
then.
that was not big of a deal.
Eh,
You all lived.
we're built different.
Tis fine.
um. So yeah. As you guys settle in the back of the carriage, um, about an hour or two in, the carriage stops. Felix
Okay.
comes up to the back and shakes you both awake. We're here.
Let's go! Well, we don't even get the whole full rest though, because it's only 2 hours.
Yeah.
Shit.
Did you guys
Oh.
expend really anything for the
I didn't.
since the
No,
last
but
long
you're
rest?
talking about
Oh,
exhaustion, so
Yeah.
we'll figure that
it's like a
out.
2-hour power nap.
Yeah, you guys would gain the benefits of a short rest, but you haven't really
Yeah, I didn't do anything.
done anything. Yeah.
I mean, we could just now that we're here, we could just go to sleep.
We could. Let's venture into it in the morning.
Like I could just cast like Sanctum or some shit.
Yeah, I also do have a spell that would be helpful so we don't get attacked.
Another useful thing to note: the area that you all are in is back to burnt.
Mm.
Okay.
Seems like maybe there's like a strip or a big patch of green that you have passed through. However, as you look around You can see some green behind you, but pretty much the rest of this is burnt, and you can see up ahead a small patch of a very small patch of green foliage, which you can see leads into some ruins.
Okay. I think we should sleep so we don't risk exhaustion.
Mhm.
Because
Maybe let's.
I can cast Mordecai's private sanctum, make it big enough to fit the carriage and us in it.
Well, you two just need to rest. We just woke up.
I mean,
Only 2 hours ago. We don't.
y'all can watch
They can,
if you want
yeah,
to. They
We
can just
can
they can
watch.
take
watch.
watch while we are resting.
I think we should be fully rested before we enter those ruins.
Of course.
I also do suggest that maybe we put the carriage, and we should probably hide the carriage and hide where we are sleeping. I don't exactly know how close we are to the Yuan Ti, or if there are any scavengers or patrolling parties out here. We need to stay
I,
on edge and
I might
probably
I
hide.
might have a spell for that. Yeah, I do have a spell for that, and I do have it prepared. I just need to look at the specifics of it.
I wish there was like a spell that you could
Okay.
cast on a spell to make it last longer.
So I can do. I'm gonna cast Alarm. So in a 20-foot cube around us, anytime, yeah, an alarm alerts you whenever a tiny or larger creature touches or enters the warded area. When you cast this spell, you can designate creatures that won't set off the alarm. You also choose whether the alarm is mental or audible.
Okay.
So 20-foot cube around us, choosing all four of us, and then I'm going to choose mental for it.
Cool. So if the alarm gets tripped,
Uh,
the
if
everyone will know in their head.
no, just me.
Just you.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you want to also do it for the horses?
Oh, yeah, probably should. Yeah, so any tiny or larger creature that enters the area that isn't the six of us will have that little alarm go off in my head.
Good. Good to know. Well, let's set up camp. Skylar, you have your dome.
Yeah, do we want to do that? I mean,
You
I think
need to
that'll work.
rest. You all
I'm
can.
gonna do it. I'm gonna cast the private sanctum, so that way we'll have it while we're sleeping, and then I gain the spell slot back when we wake up.
How big is the sanctum?
As big as I
Private
want, between 5 and 100 feet.
Oh,
private sanctum. I don't think I've
Yeah,
used that spell ever.
Mordecain's private sanctum.
Morden Canaan's private sanctum.
so
Oh.
if you want to do something like 20
So
feet,
it's like
then so like
okay.
anything that enters the sanctum, or like the area of the sanctum.
Well, okay, so it says sound can't pass through it. It's dark and foggy, and dark vision cannot see through it.
Hmm.
Wait, is it a
Cool.
divination spell? Your spell?
Oh, my spell?
Yeah.
My spell is Abjuration.
Okay, that's good. So that will be fine.
To put into or out of. Okay. Planar travel is blocked.
Okay, yeah, that'll be fine. So we can have the sanctum set up and your spell activated because your spell's
Magically
not a
secure.
divination spell. Um, so I can make. Here's what I'll do then. I'll make it 15 because it's 15 feet in each direction. So, or whatever, X feet in each direction. So I'll make it 15. So it gives foot leeway between your spell and mine. So
Okay.
we're getting your sensor beforehand, but we still have that 5 feet of protection before they interact with the sanctum. They can't enter it, nor see through it, but it's good extra protection, including your warning.
Yes.
So I'm gonna do that, Michael.
Alrighty.
15.
So
While
yeah,
he's while he's doing that, I'm just gonna go to bed.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And then
as
after that, I'll go to
you
sleep. Because it's a. What happened? Dude, I don't know what happened. My computer, like, just tried to shut itself down.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that was a really
I
convenient
thought you just
timing
fell
then.
asleep.
Nah,
Yeah.
dude. Like, my.
Is the stream and recording still going?
The recording ended, but the stream is still going. But
Shit.
the stream, actually, I won't even need to record because the stream's gonna be uploaded
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because
on its
we're
own.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That
I'm still
was
streaming.
super
Cool.
weird. It just said shutting down, but then because OBS was running, it didn't turn it off.
Oh,
I said,
thank
no,
God.
cancel, bro. Like, don't shut down
Yeah.
on me.
I think it's because you said you want to sleep and your fucking computer said fucking heard that and you're like, oh, we're gonna sleep.
Go bye.
Well, that's good that things are still going.
Yeah, let
Anyway,
me hang on, let me go to the YouTube and check the live stream.
Actually, yeah. Let me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fine.
stream is still going. All right, cool. So we take our long rest.
Yeah, there's just like a little bug in it, but it's fine.
sick.
All right,
Okay.
we can continue now. While I
Anyways,
turn
yeah.
everything back on.
So yeah, you all take shelter in the private sanctum, covering the carriage and surrounded by the alarm spell.
And
In the
sanctum.
night. This is late night. The people are staying up and getting some rest for the most part. Blue. Okay. Okay. The rain from earlier begins to pour down harder as it is beginning to thunderstorm. However, does not seem to bother you while you are sleeping. And
Some people fall asleep to that shit.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, and everyone unbothered. No sounds go off in the night. Gideon, you are not alerted by your alarm spell.
Neat.
Becomes very early morning. Everyone is awake, and y'all get your long rest benefits. Oh yeah, everyone wakes up. Felix just waking up. Well, good thing there's hopefully nothing happened in the night. Let's
Scary.
stay alert as we walk in. Um, he pulls out the map that he has drawn.
Oh, mama.
Which is the one that y'all planned on before.
Sure.
Sounds good.
You guys are further down the path.
I. Oh,
Uh,
there. Oh,
where's
there
my,
it is.
where's my free hand? There we go. You guys are further down this path. Working.
Right, so it's in our sights. I don't want to be that guy, but we've
Is
been going
nearly.
for 3.5 hours.
Yeah, it is nearly in your sights as you all. Do you want to leave the carriage
We're down
where it
here,
is
by the
at?
way. The yellow
We're about
mark is
Huh?
where we are. The green
Yeah,
marks are
the
where
yellow.
what we
I see.
marked later or earlier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Are you guys keeping the carriage and the horses and stuff inside of the sanctum? Or are you guys
How long does
moving
the sanctum
forward with that?
It's a
last?
24-hour spell. We just slept through 8. So,
So that's 16 hours.
yeah, that's not going to be enough.
You do also, well, you guys did take a sort of shelter in the patch, the jungle. So you guys can tie the horses up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we'll
should
tie them
probably
to
do
the
that.
trees.
So, yeah, guys tie it up without issue, and hopefully they will be here when you guys return from the ruins. As
If
you
not,
guys
we take the boat.
all move forward, in coming into sight are ruins, heavily ruined ruins. Stone structures collapsed in on themselves. What is left of them is, for the most part, just the lower wall of these structures. You notice all of the other jungle fauna and plants have disappeared. All that remains and roaming the burnt grounds are snakes.
Snakies.
The rest of the ruins are in heavy ruin, and you can see the small patch kind of continues along a kind of row. And as you guys continue forward, you guys can kind of catch a glimpse of the river. The plants seem to be climbing over these crumbled walls, and it seems to have been visited somewhat recently, notable by the scorched stone and burnt wood and ground surrounding these ruins. You can see two major structures left standing. A large temple in the center of the city, and the remnants of a once grand castle collapsed apart from some exterior walls and a tall tower. The rest of these ruins
This is the
is
castle.
largely empty.
This is the temple.
Yeah. The rest of the ruins are largely empty, and as you continue to move forward towards the bridge crossing the river, we're going to end there.
Cool.
So now we're what? Now we're probably like here.
You guys are approaching the you guys are approaching about
Like right.
here.
Oh,
You
okay,
guys are
gotcha.
approaching about there. Pretty much everywhere, like everything that's around you, like all these like buildings and shit, they're in heavy ruin. But yeah, you guys have the bridge ahead of you crossing the river into the main ruins. And I think that will be a good ending place
I agree, dude.
For sure.
for yeah. So next time, I don't remember, we're gonna do it Monday.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's the plan right now. We're still gonna figure
Okay.
it out off camera, but the current time frame we're looking at is next week, same time. Next Monday, same time. So,
All right. We'll try and figure that out. Otherwise, yeah. Big travel session. Y'all
yeah.
after fighting those gators, pretty much thereafter was just a big ol' burnt land. You guys decided to split up travel times, so you would have two alternating at each time, so you can travel here as fast as you can.
Yep.
which in turn gives you an extra day.
Correct. We got 3
So
days
you guys
to get
have
the job
3
done.
days.
3
Yes.
days.
3 days. So yeah, 3 days. Y'all passed by Mount Malice, the big ol' guess you can say volcano. And the big ol' front fought some of the fire elementals, and from then on was pretty much travel up until y'all met the treants, which harmlessly let you pass by. And now
We've made it
we
to the
wait
ruins.
at the entrance to the ruins of Clytropum.
Yeah,
Next
dude.
session, guys.
Next session's gonna be lit,
Dungeon.
dude. It's gonna be lit.
It's gonna be
We're
fun.
going in.
It's gonna be fun. Sorry for a boring ass travel session.
Dude, because we kept in. I feel like it would have been more if we went to the mountain, but we decided not to do it, dude. There's something wrong with that mountain, I'm telling you.
There
'Cause it-
definitely is something wrong with that
It's
mountain.
because of the
You
time
guys,
limit they gave us. They only gave us 2
Yeah,
weeks.
and it's
Yeah.
far away. It's tough
yeah,
to do that, but
Like, it took us 5 days to get here.
yeah.
I
When it
don't
should have taken 6.
exactly.
Still,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys ended up skipping a day, which is pretty big. That gives you a day's leeway.
I was gonna say, we should probably use that strategy on our way back, if need be.
Yeah.
Probably.
Another thing you guys do recall, I can't remember if it was Felix or if it was the Queen that said this. Hang on, let me read a little bit. Blah, 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 blah. I think she did say this. The mountain that y'all think is weird
Yeah.
is kind of a weird mountain. Is a volcano.
Right.
Mm.
I swear if that thing erupts, bro, I'm gonna be pissed.
And I believe the Queen did say that the warlord is commanding his armies from the top of the mountain.
Bro, it is a good thing we did not go up there.
It is a very good thing that you guys
It
did
is
not go up there, because
holy crap,
y'all
bro.
would have died.
Yeah, we'd have died immediately, dude. Holy crap. Yeah.
Yeah, that
Felix
would have been
probably
over
would have
very
warned you,
quickly.
but
Yeah. But if we would have gone up there when he was asleep, man, he got messed up.
yeah.
Alright, well before we
Oh,
end
yeah.
this off, there is one thing I want to mention to you guys watching. So if you look at the screen here, this is the YouTube channel. I have it pulled up right now. When we schedule and figure out what the time is for the next session next week, we are going to, I'm going to schedule it and make sure that it shows up on there. So the best way of figuring that out is either clicking live and it'll say upcoming and it'll have the date and time, or down, when you scroll down from the page, you'll see the end of the Incursion Dungeons and Dragons playlist is here, and at the end of it, next to number 2, it'll have the end of Incursion number 3, along with the title, along with that upcoming there. So that's how you know when that's all finalized. Also, you'll see it in Discord, so join the Discord. It's in the description as well. So that's the best way of knowing when we're gonna have these live streams set up, because D&D is probably the only thing we're planning live streams with, as we do our podcast pre-recorded along with all the other content we do. We may one day just be super bored and just feel like doing something live streamed, but not very likely. It's maybe some magic content or something, maybe live streamed. But other than that,
Or
it's
just
usually
like
gonna
a
be
game, yeah.
or a game, but it's probably just gonna be D&D.
Yep.
So yeah.
Alright. I think we're gonna call it here.
Yeah,
Oh,
we will
yeah.
be back for next week. Episode
Yeah,
3,
next session.
we go in the ruins,
Into the
baby.
ruins.
We go in the
Hopefully-
ruins.
Hopefully, finding the treasure that
Yeah.
has been rumored to be in these ruins. And if not,
But then we all did this for nothing and we're all gonna die.
then you all did this for nothing and you're gonna die. No, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
I don't know. I don't
I
live
can't
there.
tell you.
I don't live where the queen lives, so that's not my problem. I'm going back home.
Yep. Oh yeah.
I'm going back to
So, yeah.
Queen.
Let us
I
let
think
us know in
that's
the
it.
comments how you like this series.
We're getting there. We're getting
Get
there.
that
And,
engagement, baby.
If you
Yeah.
were to predict how many sessions left, probably like 6, right?
6.
Because I think he
Maybe
said,
6.
I think he said like 8 sessions.
It was gonna go until like mid-August ish.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah, and then I'm gonna give it about like probably 1, 2, maybe 3 weeks before we start mine, so we can settle in, and then we'll start mine back at level 1.
alrighty.
But we'll see y'all next week.
Yep.
Oh yeah.